263 twin turbo. This is what it sounds like. Hey guys, Scotty here with Urban Lumberjack Tree Service, man. We got a big day, big adventures coming up. We got Rust Valley coming to the boys from Rustbros, man, as seen on Netflix. They're going to be rolling through here on their Cross Canada tour on their way to Toronto to the eBay Motorsports Trend Show. Coming in a 1968 Chevelle, if you can dig that. Snow tires studded. They're on their way, man. They're not stopping. Through Rogers Pass over the snow, they don't care. They're coming. We're going to collaborate with these guys, with Rust Valley. We're going to make some cool shots, put a little episode together. They're literally going to be rolling in here about an hour and a half, man. It's going to be cool. Mike, Avery, and Blair from Rust Bros coming up soon. Anyway, stick around. Stay tuned. Lots of cool things coming. They're here. The boys made it.
Yeah,
They made it.
Shit.
Holy shit, Mike.
It was freezing morning.
Mike, you're not kidding. You do build go-cars, don't you?
Holy fuck.
Brother, you made it. Good job.
What? Oh, my.
Avery.
I go up to Cochrane
your ex-horses riding with them.
What the?
3 hours, go gas station and
Shut up. Which way did you guys even go?
Well, Matt said turn up and go through Cochrane. Next thing we know, we're like 3 hours without a gas station. Thank God for Eckville.
Mike, that's a go-kart.
Oh, my bad. Good to see you.
Man, he's gonna
Congratulations, you made it. You made it, buddy.
I know.
Oh, my God. Avery.
My man.
How are
It's
you,
been
brother?
12 hours of this thing to
You
get
made
here.
it, buddy.
I tell
Congratulations.
you what, just barely.
Holy shit, can you believe it?
I tell you what, I can. The roads are horrible, man.
How'd you guys even get over the pass?
We drove.
We swore a lot because we had brand new Blizzaks.
Jesus, man. No chains, no nothing.
Nothing.
1,000 semis in the highway chained up, you roll through
That's right.
on a big block with no fucking
Okay, guys.
Yeah, but we had Avery for traction.
nothing. He hasn't had no cheeseburgers yet.
I know.
I didn't even know how you made it. Good job, you
you
guys.
what,
That's
fuck
unbelievable.
Oh, fuck, man. It was stressful, like I said.
There's one of us
You
who's
held up.
fucking
You held up.
stressed.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Our wipers just kind of work when they want to, but
Are you
we got
serious?
squeegees, we got spray bottles. I mean, the whole car looked like this morning at 6.
I love it.
Anyway,
She's a solid. You just put this together like last week, man.
last night,
We'll kind of put it together.
well, there's a brand new wiring
Dude.
harness in it. We were working on it last night at fucking 8 o'clock.
When I was there,
should
the
have
thing
spent
was all
extra-
over the floor.
Yeah.
Have an extra half an hour so some of the stuff actually worked. That would have been kind of nice.
Everything worked. Everything worked.
Everything worked.
Yeah.
From where it
Except for
was?
the wipers.
Yeah, before where it was
Yeah.
2 weeks ago to now, Avery.
Oh, yeah. Let me just
Unbelievable,
roll up
man.
the
Like,
window so it doesn't get
Who does that? I bet you. Are you cold? I got coffee inside.
That's
for you.
good. But no, it's been quite a journey.
You guys are all about the adventure, though, so it makes sense.
Well, one of us is. I just want to know where the fuck the airport is.
He's never getting on a plane.
No.
Never.
I tell you what,
I after this drive.
Mike would rather drive 12 hours through hell than get on a plane, and that's
right.
real. That's real.
This thing never skipped a beat, man.
Oh, man. What a job, eh? That's just...
But just the furthest we've ever gone without fuel was 3 hours. And we were like 2 hours and 58 minutes when we hit Eckville.
Are you... What? How'd you even not run out of gas?
We filled out in Canmore.
Well,
That's the last time you filled up.
Somebody give us directions. And then
Anyway,
my fair feathered
some of that
friend here
footage nobody
don't
can
want
listen
to-
to.
My fair feathered friend here don't want to listen to anybody. He gets in his own little mode.
Yeah.
And I told him not to get off the main highway. To stay on the highway.
On the number one.
Yeah.
And stay on the main highway.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Producer
come in-
says, no,
come
no.
in and go through Calgary. I said, and follow the road.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, take the other road over here and
Man,
go back
we're
and
talking
visit all the
about that.
farmers.
Yeah.
Why are you listening to Matt? You don't listen to Matt.
Well, I've not
It's just the guy on
anymore.
camera.
Yeah, like
Am I right, Avery? Am I right?
Well, he's right sometimes, but when it comes to, if it was summertime driving, it would have been all right.
Yeah.
But not in the wintertime.
No.
no. Like I said, what a shit
We
show.
got stuck behind Hemi Herschel and his horse tank there. About 12 miles an hour.
Well, as soon as we turned off and head to Cochrane and stuck beside a what do you call it, an auger truck. We were doing like 50K. I'm going, oh my God.
Ask anybody in Canada to leave where you left in a two-wheel drive big block. Nobody would attempt it.
Well, I tell you what.
Nobody, Avery.
No.
Well, Avery didn't want to do it either.
Well, could you blame him?
Blair's driving my truck. He's got that.
Yeah, how did them village idiots get lost?
I don't know. Not they stopped for They'd spend 20 minutes in the Tim Hortons line up getting the coffee.
You even saved the guy in the highway, told him how to chain up his truck.
Have you seen that?
I saw that. He's a trucker. Did you know how to chain up his own truck?
Didn't know how to get that jewelry on. And just the thing there, the chains were tough enough. Maybe you could tie your chihuahua up with them, maybe.
Yeah.
He had no idea. How was he going to get over the pass?
There was like 100 semis in, like in Golden. It was, they were
saw them
backed
all,
up.
right?
Yeah.
Well, the road was closed and we got up and we were just about to turn right and go through Radium.
Yeah.
And they lifted the cones and we said,
Oh my God.
we'll turn.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly the way it happened.
Yes, we were about
Oh,
to do it.
yeah.
Avery said,
Jesus Christ, take the other road. What the fuck are you doing? Quit doing that. I gotta go. I'm in a fucking hurry. What did you think?
Jumping up
Anyway,
and down.
Somehow really happened.
He wanted to go the other road, and I said, no, I've driven down that other road.
The fireman was telling us, go the other road because you don't know when the road was going to be open.
yeah.
And then his buddy came back, lifted the cones up.
Right away.
After Mr. Happy here was losing his mind.
Yeah, well, I
What
was in
would
a
you
rush.
have done if they said the highways are set to sleep in the Chevelle?
No, we were right there's hotels right
Oh,
close
there was
by.
it.
Yeah. Well, we were in Golden, but I mean, everybody else went through Radium.
Yeah.
Because there was like a lineup going.
I
through
did want to go
Golden.
through Radium because it's the chances of having a problem are about 85-fold.
Oh, yeah.
on the other road.
I mean, we knew we just had to
So-
get up to bounce.
They said
you were golden after that.
So okay, so we go inside and we're gonna stand outside.
Let's go. Come on.
I mean,
Guess what's for dinner? Guess what's
Is
for
this
dinner?
what they call Alberta hospitality?
Roadkill.
Avery, I got a dream.
You're not allowed to drive this vehicle in BC.
They went back to that? No.
They never changed.
What?
They never changed. You're not allowed to. I don't know if you're allowed to drive this in BC. You can't register it and drive it in BC.
Because the VIN is only 4 numbers long.
That's not the problem.
Oh, this is a military
real deal.
one.
This is it is not. There's no anything. There's no. What do you want? Not CSA approval. Anything on the lights, the brakes, or anything. So,
No.
but there is a process you can go through to get a license in BC. But it's a real problem.
Buddy of mine has one. He actually had a turret mounted.
No, the 50
One
caliber
of the
back.
50 caliber.
You know?
Yeah, he's dead now, but they smuggled it across the border all in pieces and said it was for parts.
That's the only way you can bring in parts these days because you can't even buy parts, Mike. They won't let you across the border. I tried to get that antenna. I had to take it down in 17 pieces, send it to Nicaragua, go across the border. It finally came through.
Jesus.
Like, no,
That's cool.
I'll tell you what.
Crack it open, Mike. Check it out.
There is a way to get this stuff over here. Remind me to tell you.
Okay. Okay, we'll keep
Oh,
that.
look at And that's got.
I know, right?
What year is this?
It's in 1985.
Now, what's in there for a motor?
So it's got the 6.2 in it. It doesn't.
6.2 Chevy.
It's got the 6.2, but it's got a full billet 4-speed, so it does 130 down the highway.
Oh, cool.
Because you know they only come with the 3-speed, right?
3-speed automatic.
3-speed automatic.
So what did you run, like a 460 or something?
No, it's got a 4 LED.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in a Rolls Royce the other day.
So the same roof.
Same roof.
Yeah.
4,700 lights. I like these things.
Well, this is a one-off, Avery. There's not one in Canada with that roof. It's a one-off.
So you can drive it here?
Yeah, it's legally insured, and you can drive this one here.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Scott. Yeah.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
But you know how terrible they are, the interiors. That's why I wanted to do all this.
Yeah, I know. Spip it up.
Because they're not nice.
I just
When
picked
they're
up a 46 military Jeep.
No.
Yeah. Like 3 on the tree.
Oh, it's not a Willys.
Yeah.
You go to Willys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that immediately.
No, is it a Jeep or is it a?
I know a guy that has 3 of them. You want an A2 is what you want?
Is that the Willys one?
The Army one.
Oh yeah.
Now, this is the Army one. His is different. You want,
No. Well, it's.
I need to add that Avery, that needs to go to my collection.
Well, I'll show
what you
you.
need to do is come over and buy some of my shit off me.
No, buy my shit. Fuck it.
I better.
Wow, who watched that guy?
No perks at all, Mike.
I don't own a TV, so I don't have to subject myself. I'm afraid.
I kept my eyes closed. Hey guys, Urban Lumberjack here with our friends from Rust Valley. Mike and Avery just came on their start of their cross Canada tour, heading to the EB Motorsports show in Toronto. Basically, we just went through hell and back, made it over Rogers Pass. I don't know if you guys know what the weather is like right now for these guys. 2-wheel-drive, 68 Chevelle, studded tires over
No
the
studded
pass.
tires. No studs.
You know, I thought there were studs. No studs. No studs.
Blizzaks. They
Hey,
don't stud them.
The only good thing about it is you didn't need any sunscreen.
Right. Anyways, 2-wheel drive car, big block over the mountain. They're here now. They're chilling with us. We're going to answer some questions some fans have. This talk about some hot rods, some cool stuff. Avery loves this military stuff. Be a little bit more into the bikes. He loves this. Mr. Hot Rod himself right here. You know Mike, he just loves all this stuff. Just to introduce him to the Humvee.
Yeah.
I think that's built just for him. He still doesn't fit in it.
Yeah, but
The thing's 8 feet wide, he doesn't fit in it. But anyways, that's what we're doing. We're here, we're gonna have some food, give these guys a bit of a break on the start of their leg of their cross-Canada tour, ending up in Toronto. But this is the beginning of it, so we're gonna have some food, have some laughs, chat about some stuff, and it's gonna be fun. Hey, Avery?
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get Avery on that scooter over there that goes 130
I
miles
would
an
drive
hour.
that scooter. I drive lots of scooter driving experience.
Are you? Well, it's ready.
I take it
It's
out
one
for-
turnkey away.
I take it for a rip. I was going to buy either that or a bicycle.
Without it, the tires aren't studded. Avery, you gonna go for it?
Oh,
I'm not gonna turn you down.
Ave, no, he's not. He's so full of. Anyway,
I build go scooters, not show scooters.
Perfect.
I'm saying.
I like that.
I know.
I take that thing for a rip on dry ground.
yeah.
Well, that other one's got knobbies on it. You do better. It only goes 80 though. I don't know if you
The only thing that beat me to the hospital would be the headlights on the ambulance.
Exactly. We're still waiting for Blair. Blair's outside having some smokes, but he maybe
Let me go find him.
maybe he's exhausted from the trip. How did he hold up for that trip anyway, Matt? Was he good?
I had to let him smoke in my truck.
Matthew,
You did not.
here. Catch.
Not, I mean, Blair's a chronic smoker.
Are you
right?
serious?
So
That would be a
I
tough-
just said roll the
that-
windows down and go for it.
That'd be
Don't
a
get
tough
it.
trip for me, man. That'd be a tough trip. I couldn't do it.
He didn't smoke.
No, no. I
did.
told him he could, no big deal.
So he's outside
Oh, that's
catching
right,
up.
he didn't. Let me go find him. Tell him his steak's getting cold.
He's smoking 2 packs worth right now to make up for it, Mike.
You want to know
He
something?
buys those little cigars and then he rips the filters off.
Here's some very interesting piece of history for you.
Give it to me.
Are you recording this?
This.
Look at that one.
This is going to be good.
Did you know that the dimension of this vehicle, the dimensions of it, are because the width of 2 horses' asses?
Stop.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Well, back in the Roman days, of course, he had chariots with wheels, right?
Yeah.
And they drove up and down the road with them wheels for a whole bunch of time.
Yeah.
Some other guy come along and figured he was going to build a different kind of chariot. So it was all fine and dandy. He built a different kind of chariot, tried driving and broke all the fucking wheels off of it. Simple reason is the ruts were for the standard size, right?
Okay, yeah.
So the railway come into play one day. They decided they were going to build some railways. So they got the coach builders. They built the stagecoaches to build the railway stuff. So they built it on the same jig as they built the stagecoaches on. Hence, it had kind of the same gauge as the railway tracks did.
Here.
Because of the way they
Is
built
that
it.
Blair's?
Yes.
Here, Blair, you can sit right there. I'll
This
take
is-
the small chair. Yeah.
So they built the choo-choo trains with the same gauge. Now back in the day, they built a whole bunch of tunnels and a whole bunch of tracks.
You not bumping in?
Okay.
And
Sure.
the trains will only go through so big a tunnel. So these vehicles are made for the smallest tunnel in Europe and wherever. They're gauged to the smallest tunnel, and that tells you how big they're going to be. If anything military or anything is built to the smallest tunnel there is,
No.
which is determined by the width of 2 horses' asses, because of course it started from the Roman days.
And that's why that's as wide as it is.
That is why
Because anything military.
anything military, anything that has to go through a railway back in the day, and that's what it's built to. If it goes over to Europe or somewhere to the old railways,
Unbelievable.
they won't be able to put them on the cars and ship it through the tunnels because they're too wide.
How would you ever find out this knowledge? How do you know that?
Just reading a book.
A lot of time on YouTube. Instead of working.
Porn
Look at
helps
that
down that.
I don't know, man. I don't know anybody who would ever know that.
He knows all sorts of useless information. He never fails to amaze.
He's a
me with
military
it.
guy. He likes that.
Yeah.
He likes that military
Well,
history
you
stuff.
see his collection of ordnance.
Yeah, he was telling
Yeah, I know.
he's got some rare stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got a fairly good landmine collection.
Yeah.
Stop.
No, really. Bouncing betties and all that good stuff that kills people. Kind of creeps me
Surprised
out.
they don't have some of those in front of the great gate of Rust Valley to keep those people away. Couple landmines.
Different strokes for different folks.
You know what? I like the history of it.
You didn't even get any potato salad or nothing?
Well, I didn't see it.
It's right there.
Oh, well, go.
Why are you stopping eating? You only
Here,
like,
okay, I'm taking this plate.
you
now.
ate for like you only driving for 2 hours. There you go. Look,
No.
that's a spoon just for you. So know how hungry you are. There you go.
But yeah, it's very interesting how the history throughout time from the Roman days, how shit passes down is because again the gauge
Gauge of the,
gauge of the chariot carts and the ruts in the roads, and you couldn't build anything else because it broke the wheels off it.
Yeah.
When you know what following ruts are like, and then hence again they built everything on the same platform as the coach builders is for the railway. So everything was built to the same gauge.
Yep.
Wow.
And then the railway tunnels again, if you wanted to go somewhere and move it by rail, it had to fit through the hole. So everything was built to the same size that would fit through the smallest railway tunnel.
So is that what every railway tunnel is based on then?
Well, now, I mean,
It's a little bit different now, they're different, but back in the day, like I say, still this military stuff.
Yeah.
If you go to a different country with an old railway system, which some of them have, you won't be able to get your shit through the hole.
Right, yeah.
say they, I mean, all the old tunnels like on CN and CP, they had to go through and they had to raise all the roofs when they started double stacking.
Okay, yeah.
Like when you see how, right, because once, I mean, trains used to be like 2,000 feet long, now they're 12,000
Yeah.
feet long.
Yeah.
Right, I mean,
Yeah.
when you see 200-300 bitumen cars rolling by you above the Fraser Rivers, pretty scary thing, man.
Yeah, no shit.
Was it 2 miles, 3 miles long, 3 miles long?
Just about 2.5 miles long. I think they're about 12,000 feet plus now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you know you worked with CN Rail.
Yeah. Well, my kid still does. Yeah.
Is he still doing it?
Yeah. Well, somebody's got to support my car.
I know.
Go, Connor, go. Shout out to my kid. Yeah.
What up, Connor? Yeah,
Well, like I said, everybody was saying, why didn't you put your Chevelle in a container or ship it over? I said,
No.
Connor's car's getting transported. Mine got Blizzaks.
He'll never drive his, would it? Connor would never try to pull what you just did.
Not with his car. It's suicide.
Yeah. Is that like 700 horse too or something stupid?
It's 850 the crank, 705 at the wheels, and he's running 335.
Yeah.
Basically, they're autocross tires. Like there's no traction.
So basically, even at idle, you're going to be spinning on ice.
He would not.
You wouldn't make it.
On dry pavement, he goes through the first 3 gears before he even starts to move.
Wow. Yeah.
So I mean, like there was no chance of him ever driving it.
Never.
I mean, I used to have 10s on the back. I said, okay, I'm going to get 8s.
Yeah.
Right. So at least all 4 matched. We got 2 spares. So it's proper planning, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's actually very impressive how good that car is in the
Oh,
snow.
man.
He was trying to bring donuts just a little while ago out on the road because he thought he forgot his wallet at the gas station.
So you tried to chop a nut and go back?
Yeah. Oh, I did. And the thing, I mean,
It was amazing. It gripped on extremely well. Like the
I mean,
Blizzaks are
I'm
good tires.
actually quite impressed with those Blizzaks. I mean,
Yeah.
we barely slipped anywhere, and we were doing 100, 110K, like coming over some crap.
Yeah. Well, Avery, you were saying in one of your posts earlier, saying how smooth this, you couldn't believe how smooth that car was.
Yeah.
The car
Period.
drives really, really good.
Right?
Like I say, it's got what's it got? Not Gymkhana. It's got
All Hotchkiss.
Hotchkiss suspension
I mean,
under.
I put more miles. We put more miles going to Vegas and back than put on that car in 5-6 years, just because. Normally, I'm just working 10 months a year.
Yeah.
Normally, I don't fire it up in the middle of a blizzard. And
Yeah.
Go for a burn of 4,000, or by the time we get home, it's gonna be almost 10,000 clicks.
So tell me this, was this a forced drive because of the timeline with Motorama?
Well, yes. Well, because I mean, I told them I don't fly, and then they said well, like I said, I mean, Blair had some issues he had to deal with because we had a month. We had nothing but time, and then
Yeah.
when
Mike.
when the number one guy goes away, right? Then all
Yeah.
of a sudden, it's not like I do anything, right? Blair does it all. I take all the credit. So then all of a sudden, our timeline just went.
Yeah.
8 o'clock last night. We're still working on the wiper motor.
Hey, Mike, there's a spoon
Yeah.
down there, right?
I don't need a spoon.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that fact.
So when you guys got the date for the Motorama show, sponsored by eBay,
Yeah.
you never thought once it's going to be in the middle of winter. Maybe we should ship this car to get there because we don't
It
know
was
if we're
actually
going to pay.
Blair's idea. Blair's idea.
Not once.
No,
It was like I'm going no matter what.
Mr. Hooplehead said, awesome, I'm driving there. He forgot that there's a season called winter.
We're calling
He
for
said, I'm gonna ride there.
Avery.
But he forgot there's a season called winter.
Listen,
My
it's
buddy-
calling for a blizzard, like literal nightmare blizzard.
When?
Let's drive. No, that's what you said.
Hey, my buddy in Banff said last week they were riding bicycles.
Yeah, it was plus.
Well,
six-
that's what I mean. This
Last
winter's
week-
been so funky. I mean, we
Yeah.
could have driven across and never
Mike,
seen
Mike,
a snowflake.
In about 2 months,
I mean, but you know what I mean. We've had 2 feet of snow, then no snow, then a foot of snow, then no snow, then plus 10, and then minus 30.
Yeah.
Like it's like flip a coin.
You can't plan on that.
No, so we
So you just got to make a plan and stick to it.
That's
and
right.
And go no matter what.
adapt to be conquered.
Exactly. Well, I have a feeling that with you and wheels, it doesn't matter. You and flying, it's a different story.
No,
But if you're going to be on the ground, you don't care. You're going.
I don't care, man.
You're going.
The road gets shitty. Well, we can slow down.
If it was me, I probably would have trailered it and towed it with your truck.
I think that's way more dangerous. Blair, how was that? Oh, Blair's out there changing a fuse. I was going to ask him,
You know
how
what I
was
mean?
that trip towing the truck and trailer?
How was that, Chevelle? How come Blair's not sitting with us?
Because he's still,
Yeah, he's like, you just leave you.
yeah, he's still unwinding.
Oh, is he?
I know, yeah.
You gotta let him be in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, Blair does not want to be. Like I said, he's out there. He's chain smoking. He's trying to find which fuse isn't going because we've got no running lights. We keep blowing the fuse on the thing. So
are you serious?
he's out there doing his stuff. Like I said.
Trying to unwind a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a long haul. It's a long haul.
Well,
for
it is.
some
I mean, it was 12 hours for him. I mean, he's driving
And it's
a truck
exhausting
and
when
towing a
you're-
20-foot trailer.
Yeah.
The roads are shit.
Yeah.
Try being a passenger.
I don't know.
If you think driving's exhausting, try being a passenger.
No, I can't. I like Mike. If I'm not in control, I don't feel good.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, passenger, you got no choice. If he wants to drive off the cliff, you're going with him.
Yeah, screaming.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the rest of the passengers.
Just like poor Lincoln when he was upside down in the car when Mike went down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Same thing. He didn't have a choice.
You didn't have a choice.
Would you have drove Avery if he put you behind the wheel?
Where?
You wouldn't have done it, would you? He said, what if Mike said, do you want to drive?
It's not a big deal.
You would do it.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't let him know, not a chance. But
Why?
I'm sitting,
You gotta
I'm
realize,
sitting in the passenger seat.
Hey,
not a-
So you don't want to sit there either?
I've driven more miles on shitty road than I have on good road. You
Yeah.
realize I come from Fort St. John.
You were a trucker.
I grew up in the oil industry.
Yeah.
When you're driving 300 kilometers in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
You don't want to go off the road because you might be there for a couple of days eating a can of peas in the back seat.
Were you driving the 53-foot trailers through the mountains when you were driving truck?
No, I'm not a
You never
good
did
no.
that?
No.
Well, how come you knew so much about the chain ups on the rigs?
Because Avery always had to chain up my gear where he's down in the field of dreams in the mud.
I was a truck driver.
that.
I was a truck driver for a short period of time, probably a couple of years. I hauled mud for H.L. Powell back in the day.
Oh, that's
And
where
we
you got
went
all
down
your...
some Harrier stuff, and them little dog, them chains that they use on them trucks, they wouldn't tie for Chihuahua. I had a big old set of 3/8 trigs.
Yeah.
You didn't want to be hung over trying to put them on because they weighed about 150 pounds to huck them over there. They're
Right.
using steering chains, for Christ's sakes. I don't even know how they're even legal to use.
serious?
Well, singles. Like
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
like your old lady's got a bigger necklace than them chains are.
Right.
But hey, man, there was like 100 semis there in Golden, and they were making them all chain up.
Well, when you guys first pulled over, you thought the highway was closed.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
well,
You
that's
guys
what we
pulled
thought,
over.
and then it was because somebody spun out and then said that they were making everybody go down towards Radium.
Yeah.
And then Abe says, we don't want to go there. I says, well, I just want to go. I mean, me. Once I start a trip,
Yeah.
I don't want to wait there. I almost left him 2 or 3 times. Every time we stopped for gas, he's out talking. Somebody said, fuck, I'm leaving him. I'm going.
How come, Avery?
Well, I'm trying to find out what the road conditions and what's happening. Hoopla here wants to drive to Fort Nelson and go around the North Pole to get here instead of taking the easiest route. You got to talk to people, find out what's happening.
Is that the guy? Did you guys take the Revy way? Did you guys go through radio?
No,
You never did.
I
No,
wouldn't
no,
let 'em.
just as they were diverting everybody, and then just as I was about to turn, I was losing my
As
mind.
he was driving down there, losing his mind about 10 feet behind me, making me run behind the car like a small chihuahua. Figured I need the exercise, I guess.
Right.
The guy come out, and
he
I
started
asked him,
picking up-
I said, is that road open? There was a truck spun out on the hill, and he got up around the corner. The other guy said, well, you might not there do an avalanche control. And I said, there's no snow on there to do avalanche control. Me and Mike looked at it, he calmed down for about 1.3 seconds, and said, and just jumped
And
in.
then his
we went
boss
straight.
showed up in the fire truck and started picking the cones up.
Yeah.
Instantly gone.
Yeah, so we were going, man. Pulled out
Oh,
around the
geez.
semis, and 'cause I
And
mean,
then-
basically, there was no traffic. We passed 3-4 semis on the hill.
yeah.
There was nobody for
It
2
was
hours because we were
Probably a
ahead of
good
the pack.
thing.
Timing.
Because
Wow.
one side of the road or the other side of the road, somebody got wedged in the tunnel there and peeled the top of their van off
See.
and was wedged in the tunnel or somewhere. I don't know going which direction, but they wound her up.
Yeah. So
You guys
I-
ever got stuck behind that thing?
No.
Because that
We
would have
were
ended
lucky.
your night.
I
right
mean,
there.
we were only stopped there in Golden for actually 3 minutes.
Well, according to you, it was about 4 days.
Well, whatever. I'm not. Patience is not my main virtue.
No, we'd have never guessed that.
Well, whatever. I was wound tighter, but I was wound up pretty tight.
Let's go get in the car. You take Avery.
Somebody tried throwing
Somebody
little
take the
buddy
guy that's
out.
not lying.
Tried throwing a little buddy to the wolves.
Holy hell.
Now you could have laid down in the back seat out of duty now.
You can't lay down there full of stuff.
Well, so is my back seat. Well, I'm loaded. We had lots of traction. Between me and Avy and the 500 pounds of crap in the trunk,
Jesus,
we had some
man.
traction.
It's a task that not many would take on, Mike. I swear to
Whatever.
God.
Like I said, you slow.
That's how you know you're a real car guy.
Yeah, I'm old.
When you're making those trips.
I tell you what, I truly don't think that the average driver would probably have been all right with it or made it.
No,
like
nobody would have.
it's got a whole bunch of hazards involved with it you don't realize. You got all that power, and you got it, and you rev it up, you lose traction instantly because it's got too much power and breaks traction.
Doesn't help you running a clutch, popping that all the time.
Hey, man,
you
like I
just
said,
gotta
I
be
was
careful.
driving with an egg under my foot.
Were you? Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, when they teach you to drive,
Yeah,
people think,
just like-
pretend there's an egg under your
Well,
foot.
I thought that it was just to the thing that you were really, really slow.
Well, the top speed you're doing.
Maybe, hey, the road's good. We're doing 110, he says, give her. Oh, yeah, shut up.
I saw the video. You're doing like 75 or 80, maybe.
No, he was speeding up tonight. It was like a little horse going home to his barn tonight.
Well, I
you
mean,
gotta-
once the road gets good, I mean,
get
if there-
excited, eh?
Well, if there's not that much snow, I mean, I got good tires, I got a good car.
Eventually you got to break the egg.
Yeah, but I mean, when you figure you're driving on straight black ice, what are you going to start pinning it, or you're passing slow
tell you
and
what,
gingerly and
Even if you feather that clutch, you could still cut it.
Oh, yeah.
Cut it loose, and that's the end of
It's,
it.
the slush is a problem, hey?
Yeah.
And that slush was deep.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
It hydroplanes you so bad if you're going
Exactly,
past, you
right.
just...
Oh yeah, with no snow tires, it would never happen.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No, well, like I said, I mean, I've always ran hacks.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
these guys said, "Shoot me." I couldn't get any of the sizes I wanted.
Yeah.
But Canadian Tire had Blizzaks. I said, well, I hear good things about Blizzak.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't go
looking-
wrong with Blizzak.
I said, let's try a set.
No, I
The
can't.
same thing, we ordered rims to get them all the right size.
Yeah, yeah.
I sent them a picture, they sent 3 rims and they were the wrong ones.
No, and you still got to wait another week or so.
Well, no, I phoned up and said, I sent you a picture. I got block centers. You guys sent me polished aluminum. I said, is there a 4th one? He phones back and says, there's one more in Canada. I said, excellent. It's in Toronto.
Yeah, and it's in Toronto. I'm just
They air freighted it out. I had it in 2 days.
No.
So we can
And
drive
they
it all
paid
the
the
way back
freight.
there.
I'm never going to tell him. I don't care what it costs.
That's right. Don't care.
And he tried to give you a price. I don't care.
Care.
Get it to me.
Give me the fucking
Get
rim.
it to me. Yeah.
I need it. And then those guys, they phoned up. I buy a lot of rims off them. I'm
Yeah.
a dealer for American Racing.
Oh, okay,
And they
yeah,
said,
yeah.
Mike, we paid the freight. Sorry for the screw.
Oh, that was good.
It was
But I
amazing.
tell you
like I
what,
said.
at
And
the
I
end of-
got there.
Yeah,
At,
yeah.
at the end of the day, he did an excellent job of driving.
Yeah.
As much as I can give him a hard time, pick on him.
Couldn't have done it without his assistance, of course.
Well, everybody needs a good co-pilot.
Fuck, if I wouldn't have talked to you, drove right in the ditch.
You have to help keep them away.
Well, somebody's got to break the tension when he's texting and driving, eh? Because if he keeps looking at it too long,
Well, and then Matt, the guy sending me text every 32 seconds, middle of a blizzard and a snowstorm.
Oh.
Bing, bing,
hey,
bing,
hey,
bing.
Matthew, do you remember going to Fort St. John and we threw his telephone out the window? Do you remember that? Because Mr.
No, is
Luke
that
Lett
real?
Oh, yeah.
almost
No, it's
run
not.
into
Yeah,
3 cars.
They
Get out.
Yeah,
No,
they
no,
threw my phone out
yeah.
the fucking window.
Almost run into 3 cars.
Did you go back and get it?
Yeah. Took us
Yeah.
a half hour to fun.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then I threw Matt's out the window.
That's a
Tit for
scary
tat.
drive, not texting,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's the
we're
Pine
here.
Pass. The
We
Pine
made
Pass
it.
is...
Where was the sketch? Was it the top of Rogers? Was that the worst?
Coming out of Canmore.
Coming out of Canmore. See,
the
it was
closer
the
you got
worst.
to- yeah,
It
yeah.
was snowing like...
Like it was like blowing snow and heavy.
We were all
in-
freaking out.
You know, that much. Like the one lane wasn't bad, but the other lane had
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that much snow. So you're just sticking it. Then the semi's coming up your ass at 120. Just,
Passing you.
fuck.
That's a scary drive,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
I
after-
honestly don't even know how you made it.
Rattle on.
Tell me about
I said a prayer to St. Christopher before we left.
Yeah. It's all the peace, love, and
Patron
joy.
saint of travelers, right? Anyway.
It's all the peace,
Now
love,
my
and
mom's
joy
up
as you
there
send
saying,
down. Someone's
he's not
watching
ready
you.
yet. He's not ready to come home yet.
Nah, the truth is he owes a bunch. He probably owed a bunch of Revenue Canada, and the powers to be were keeping him alive so they could pay the bill.
Exactly. You're not getting off the hook.
Find out in a month anyway.
Tell me
Tax
about
time.
Motorama. Is this a car show? Or is
Actually,
it
I mean,
is
I've
there
never
awards
been-
and prizes? What is the deal?
Okay,
What's
there's
going on?
actually a car show. There's a race car show.
Okay.
I mean, apparently it's the biggest show in Canada. I
So
mean,
like we're gonna be
So
doing
it's-
racing. There's events happening at the show.
no. But
What-
it just, I think they've got a section of race cars
Oh,
and high
okay.
performance stuff, and then there's the car show because JF's actually bringing his. Actually,
yeah.
JF's Riddler car was shown today.
the spider car.
No, the
Which one?
it's a Cougar with it's a fastback Cougar.
It's a Cougar with a fastback Mustang.
770
What year is
horse.
that? 68?
No.
67?
60, yes.
What year Mustang
Show him.
fastback is that?
Show him. JF.
Did he just build this?
Okay, the Riddler is for cars that have never been shown. He's been working on this
The
for
Riddler
6
Award.
years. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So JF won it with that Buick in 2014.
The one up in the angle, the half the tire, and the show. The show car.
Yeah, the Buick.
Yeah.
It was actually a Buick that looks like a vet.
Yeah, it was like
But
white,
anyway,
something,
so this thing he's been working on for 6 or 7 years. So I mean, we were just
should've
looked at
worked
it just
faster.
before he left, but anyway, they had the judging today, so pictures were. Show
okay.
them. Hey, what's your
I won't
phone?
find it on my phone. I wonder how we did.
Well, yeah, well, anyway, because so we actually went and looked at it a week before.
How did you do? Do you have hundreds?
He made the grade 8, I think.
He made the
did he?
grade 8.
Again.
Sunday, right?
Yeah.
The grade 8, because that's the end
Okay,
of the line.
no,
If you don't
okay,
make that,
well,
you're out.
out of all the cars, they picked the grade 8.
Right.
So those are the
Yeah.
best 8.
There's
and
only
then-
8 left that they picked that they choose from.
Because if you don't make the 8, you're out.
Yeah, that's right. So
Right.
JS made the grade 8 4 or 5 times.
hell.
Yeah, but all their shits there, they're looking at it.
Yeah.
They pick 8 cars out of it. They got 8 cars sitting there. Then they go back and they judge the 8 cars and they pick the winner out of the 8 cars.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see this thing. That's obviously getting trailered. Not driving out through the mountains. Holy shit, that's nice, eh?
570 cubic inch John Cassie Boss 9, pushing 770 or 537
Looks like an Eleanor.
except it's a Cougar.
Unbelievable. How could he?
Underneath, man, is like I'm just
That car, you don't
It's
see it.
it's a Cougar front end with an Eleanor rear end.
yeah. Well, they grafted a 68. Like
That
a
whole
68
car's
fastback.
weird.
Everything.
The hood line,
custom chassis.
the hood
custom
line, the
everything.
front window's at a different angle, the back window has a different angle. You look at it and you go, oh, that's kind of cool. But then when you really get looking
That's
at
$1
it, you
million.
go, and then when you get looking at it, you go,
Yeah, yeah.
wow, what a wagon.
Yep.
So is that what the Riddlers, that's what they want, is something crazy like that?
Well, if you want to win a Riddler, you're going to spend $1 million plus. I mean, Chip Foose has won 4.
Yeah.
But only as a builder.
Let's watch it.
I mean, JF's from Osuyas.
Yeah.
When he won the Riddler, he won it as a builder and he won it as an owner.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty rare feat, especially a little shop in friggin' Osuyas.
Blair worked on that car.
No, did he really?
Oh yeah, Blair.
Yeah.
Blair did a lot of the metal work on the Buick.
God, Blair's got the hands of an angel
Oh yeah,
on that
Blair's a
car,
talented
right?
guy.
Not really, because his
Unbelievable.
hands
Actually,
are
by
like
the time we hit
he's got the
Toronto-
hands of 2 Goodyear tires.
Hey, by the time we hit Toronto, Blair's going to be the star, and me and Avery will be the background candy.
You know what? You guys should have probably towed a booth with you to redo that paint when you get to
I
Toronto.
brought 500 T-shirts. We're not going to make Avery sign every one of mine.
Right. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but because the thing is with the Riddler, it has to drive in. But I mean, that's it. Like
That's unbelievable.
it is just.
Is that at the show right now?
Yes,
It's there.
That is in.
Like they just
Look at the
judged-
motor. Hang on, stop it. Oh, it's it.
What size is that motor again?
537 cubic inch, all aluminum.
Unbelievable.
Like a Boss 9, John Cassie.
yeah.
Look at John Cassie. Well, that's 770 horse.
Unbelievable.
Custom induction. Like just blah, 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 blah.
Did you guys help with that, Avery? You guys help
No,
with
we just went and jeweled on it.
just made sure-
Step away from the
The
fucking
only way, hey, the only way we help with that car is not get too close to it with the scratches in
Don't
it.
touch it.
No belt buckling, that car,
No,
right?
no.
So is the Chevelle just a fun way to get there? You're not going to show it? Or what?
Well, they're actually putting it inside. That's why Blair said, there's no way we can put, because when we drag raced it on the last season,
Yeah.
we hit a deer. So we just took some paint we had and redid the valence and that. So the car had two different colored paint jobs.
You mean the Chevelle hit a deer?
Yes.
Oh, hell.
Last year actually a year and a half ago. So I said, Blair, we beat the dents out of it. I mean, there's 20 years of rock chips. 20 years of parking lot dents,
Yeah.
20 years of guys leaning over the fenders.
Yeah.
And he said, we got to paint it. So, I mean, we didn't even do the jams. We didn't take the glass open. Next I know, Blair's cutting 5 feet of fender to get the gaps right. Oh, we got to weld up the doors and get the gaps right. I said, just fucking stop. Stop.
You just wanted to go.
Yeah, well, now, I mean, the gaps are perfect and everything.
Like-
Closes, the doors go click.
You see what he did with that hood? Unbelievable.
Oh,
Like
that
the-
was a 15 hours between
Yeah.
the blocks, between the
I'm
wet
curious
sanding.
about one thing. I'm curious about the windshield wipers.
Did they work
What?
now? Did they work?
No!
Well, they do. Avery laid his hand and he scared him into work.
You're doing this out the window, Avery?
No, I
No.
pulled on the
Come
wire
on.
out of there and it started working.
Stop.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, nobody else could fix it. I went there with a pair of
Well, we had
pliers,
Steve-
started yanking on it and it started working.
We had Steve up from Wireworks. Like, he was supposed to come like a month ago. So
Yeah.
he said, yeah, tear the harness out. So I ripped the whole harness out of the car. Just cutting, slashing, whacking, and then, holy fuck. Are we going to get it? So he showed up on
Jesus,
the
man.
Saturday. He showed up last Saturday.
I tell you what, he's good at what he does.
Wired it Saturday,
Is he?
Sunday, Monday. And then we had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to put it all back
You put a
together.
brand new harness,
Brand new
on it.
harness, front to back. And the only thing that's given us trouble, I mean, the first thing was just the ground. Everything else works. I mean, I've never had turn signals. Those guys from Speed Hut,
Yeah.
they gave us a speed box. It's a GPS system that powers a cable that runs your stock speedo. So it doesn't matter what rear end, what tranny, what size tire, you're getting a GPS and it keeps my original 68 speedo. It's sick.
That's because this has that GPS speedo, but it's not
Yeah.
wired to nothing. It's strictly like your phone.
No,
But
this-
it runs an actual speedometer in there. It's a GPS.
Okay,
but it's
well-
not. It doesn't go to the rear end or nothing.
Well, no,
This
this thing
doesn't
has
either.
a box.
It's got a
and the
motor in it
box
already.
runs the cable like it's coming off your tranny.
It's got a
Comes off
motor-
the GPS box. And it just,
Like-
the cable
Yeah, yeah.
comes from the box under your dash,
So it's the same
right
thing.
into your
there.
speedo.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's
I
got a
don't-
little box on the top right here. Little.
Yeah. No, that's your
GPS.
antenna. Yeah, well,
Oh,
this thing,
yeah.
this thing has a motor that reads the GPS signal and spins it. It calibrates your speedo with the box.
Is that ever cool?
It was. And they gave us that. Beautiful tack.
You know what I
Gave us-
got? Nothing.
Avery, you got exactly what you deserved.
I heard that.
Well, these guys reached out and talked to Connor and said, we'd like to do something with you. So,
That's awesome,
my
yeah.
tax says Rustbros.
No, it doesn't. That's sick.
Bet you $100. You can go out and look. If not, I want to take your money. Okay.
I've already spent it on the steaks.
I know.
can't afford anything
Them are
else.
No,
good
it was
steaks.
cool.
They were good steaks.
They were amazing steaks.
Just more steaks. Yeah, still hungry?
Amazing potato salad. But I mean, we've still got another meal to go to.
I know,
My
right?
cousins are waiting because we told them we'd be at your place at 2 and their place. And then, well, what do you
It's only
do?
a 5-hour spread
Yeah,
difference. or
I know.
something. It's not that bad.
Well, yeah, I've only seen my cousins once in 20 years. So,
Are you serious? Where
We
do
see
they
them
live?
twice, and
Red Deer.
we've been
Oh,
there
they're in
twice.
Red Deer.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's why.
We've been there twice.
Have we? Oh yeah, they fed us 2 times.
I never forget a
I
meal.
thought they'd never get. Yeah, they never invite us back after the first time.
You're like,
You
give me a
could eat
break.
5 or 6 more times, I'm sure,
Yeah.
Avery.
So I mean, it's good. I mean, I just don't make it out here this way. So
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing. My mom's the last surviving member of my mom's family is in Winnipeg, so we're going to stop and see her. She's
nice.
91 years old. My aunt,
Oh, wow.
favorite aunt, Auntie Jean. So these guys will go eat, and I'm going to go have tea with my
no
aunt.
doubt.
Just because, I mean, who knows?
Cool.
Turning into an amazing trip, honestly.
Yeah,
Like, you get to see
well-
all this family.
Matt, have we gotten any interesting places to stop or? Oh, Matt's just. do we
Yeah,
have any-
Burger King.
Harry's Park, we collection of cars and old trucks, that stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah, but is that before or after Swift
In
Current?
Calgary.
We won't have time, Matt.
What do you mean?
We've got to make the Swift Current to deliver
What
the
time?
car. 2 o'clock. She's driving 6 hours to get there, Matt. I don't want her sitting there
You
waiting.
guys back on the road tomorrow afternoon?
No, tomorrow it's 6 o'clock in the morning, 7, Matt. We got to go.
Hey,
We have to be in Swift Current.
Oh, you're going to Red Deer tonight?
Yes.
Oh, wow. You guys are on a tight schedule. Why do you got to be in Swift Current? So
Yeah, well, because the girl bought the car and we're actually delivering it for her because she's been waiting 7 months. She bought it last fall. And then I was working 6 days a week, so we
What
never got
car?
it finished. 68 Mustang that's in the trailer.
Oh, it's in the
the
trailer.
gold one that was sitting in my shop.
No.
Yeah.
I thought you brought the trailer in case you hit some stupid weather and had
Well,
to
after
tow the Chevelle.
Saskatchewan, after we got off the Mustang. So we just got, as long as my car makes it to Saskatchewan, we got it back.
That's all you
to
care
Blair.
about, okay.
Yes, so once that's done, then we've got 6 days to get to Toronto. And
Oh, gotcha.
we can kind of basically, there's some interesting spots, and we put out a little Facebook post. I mean, I like to stop at maybe a kid's hospital,
Yeah,
give
yeah.
some T-shirts away. Just,
Of course, yeah.
You know, people that, just spread a little love and joy.
Absolutely,
Why not?
yeah.
I mean, right? We're pretty lucky, me and Aiden.
I just want meat, love, and joy.
You didn't meet any of those gas stations
No,
on the
I
way, Avery?
met June and July.
Just talking to everybody.
Not May,
That's
not
what you're
May.
hoping for,
Well,
right?
today I felt like I met December.
Yeah, you met December, all right.
Yeah. April, May, and June, you met.
Yeah.
Well, the many stops as you made, I'm surprised you didn't meet somebody at one of those gas stations.
Oh, it was
Every
gas
time
and
the
go.
camera's on, you're out talking to somebody else at a pump.
He can't
Yeah.
help it.
What about that guy with that skidoo? Remember the guy you said where you said you wanted to
Yeah.
go Kelowna with the skidoo?
Yeah.
What was it?
I don't think there's no hills
There's
in
no
there.
mountains in Kelowna, is there?
Yeah. Well, if you go up above where the old where the trustles were, up above Flower
okay,
Canyon.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you go up and you go up and you go up. So
Right.
And you go up, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we
I don't
actually
know.
worked up there after the trustles burned. We did all the scaling.
Oh, you
And then
did?
they reconstructed them all timber frame. It was pretty wild.
nice.
It cost tens of millions of dollars to rebuild those
I can
trestles.
imagine, right?
I mean, some of them were 200 feet high and all. Like they rebuilt
Matthew.
them, all the original creosote beams and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Beautiful. So listen, the trip's been amazing, an adventure. Tell me about the key moments, man.
I'm keeping your
what,
soap, babe.
What are the crazy things that happened on the trip? There's got to be some crazy stuff that happened, Avery.
Yes.
Put your soap away. Oh, tell the camera.
Yeah, put my soap away.
Hey, Avery, what's your soap called?
I tell you what, my soap is.
Scared sheep.
Is that what yours is?
No, shivering sheep.
Shivering it. What is
Well,
it?
they'd be shivering all right when you see me
Avery,
coming.
tell the camera why do you have that soap? What's
My
it called?
soap is called Beaver a Butt.
Gee, I wonder why.
I tell you what, it's like this. Speaking about butts, I got a great shot of the crack of his ass.
I know, I saw
I know.
That was the best laugh.
Payback's a bit.
He laughed for 27 minutes.
I know.
It was awesome. All we saw was crack. I've never seen. Fucking Harlem doesn't have more crack than that.
Well, normally my pants come up to here, but these are low cut.
Why do you run in lowriders in a contest? or
Because
something?
I'm so fat, I can't get any of my other jeans on.
What else happened?
What else? Tell me. What about this? There's something about a sock thing. What happened with that?
We hit gold and fuck, I'd taken my sock out. There was $8,000 in it. I put it in the console because my mirror was
Why
loose.
is that your wallet? Is it a
Yes,
sock?
Because I never carry my wallet because
Well,
all my
he
credit
stole
card-
it off me, eh?
The
Yes.
sock or the wallet?
No, the sock idea because it's
You too?
Well, I had it first.
yeah.
What do you got? They sell
What's-
wallets, Avery.
No, they're no
Yeah,
good.
but, hey,
You gotta stop.
Well, that's an old sock.
Stop.
This is a dirty sock.
Are you guys getting this?
Smells like victory.
This
anyway.
guys, give me
You see what, you see what
this
mine
is
says?
his wallet.
You see what that says?
Poor as fuck. I can't swear in it.
It says polite as fuck.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay,
Listen. I
we
can
can't
tell. This is Avery's fucking wallet.
You can tell he's
And
almost
you,
broke.
and you can tell he's not doing it good because look how thick my sock
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Who's making more money? I don't know. I can't believe you guys have socks and wallets.
Well, the thing
If
is,
I had a,
hey, that
if I had a
new
real
money,
wallet, I'd show
hey,
you.
I don't carry my wallet because I lose everything every day. So I would rather
you'd
lose,
rather just lose the money.
yes, than my ID, my credit cards, my PAL, all the shit that takes 6 months to get back.
Actually, that kind of makes sense.
Hey, you know what though? He still has his virginity. He hasn't lost that yet.
Well, that's why he's
My
trying to
two
change
kids
it.
were immaculate conception.
He's trying to change it right in the lowriders.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Girl come back and give it and says, I don't want it anymore.
so we left Golden, and I looked down and where's my sock?
You seriously lost it?
Well, the thing, I thought I had lost it because I left the car open. The
Yeah.
sock was right there. The console was
Yeah,
open. Because Avery was over playing Good Samaritan and Matt said,
Putting on tire chains. I'm showing the truck drivers how to put tire chains on.
Okay,
So Matt-
that's a whole nother event. Why does it not?
because they needed
I
help.
walked over there.
Why
and
is he
taken-
driving a truck like that and doesn't know how to put chains on his?
Well,
We're not going to cast
I
aspersions
tell you
on
what.
anyone.
Any truck driver,
I'm just saying.
any truck driver that ever has lived hates putting tire chains on. And these guys are highway drivers.
Yeah.
And they will do just about anything to avoid putting tire chains on. Like you just about have to put a gun to their head.
Yeah.
So they never put them on.
It's too
They
much.
just
They
wait.
have 'em.
They sit
Yeah.
and wait.
They have them. They know where they're at.
It's too much work, right?
But they don't. And then they
Right.
go to put them on. And there's about 37 different combinations. You got the crossbars are twisted.
Yeah.
The boomers are upside down or whatever. And the guys are over there having a tough time. And I walked over there because I was seeing how long the row of traffic was. And I seen them over there struggling.
Yeah.
And they were just little baby singles. That, you know, like...
Well, he didn't even know what tire to put it on, Avery.
Well,
Because you told him to put it on the outside tire. The
well,
inside
I
tire.
told him to put it on the front. So he's putting it on the back because it's easier to put on.
Yeah.
But it is, if you use the small, you put them on the front because it chews up the road and grinds up and gives you a fresh traction for the back tire to dig into.
There you go.
So that's why you
right.
put them on
There
the
you go.
front. So anyways,
He's doing that.
That makes sense.
I showed him
didn't
how to
know
put
that.
whatever.
Yeah.
He was doing that. Mike was running around.
I was losing my mind. I was fueled up. Let's go. The traffic.
And he's putting chains on.
So Matt says, Mike, come over and get Avery out of here so we
Yeah.
can go. So I leave my car sitting there, door open, $8,000.
With your
in the
sock
front.
right here.
Yes. So then I come back.
He doesn't even know where his fucking sock was.
Anyway,
Don't
Why
even
did you?
go.
What do you really keep a sock for?
Nah,
like
he took-
$8,000 on your.
Yes. Well, I took
He
it out
took
of my
it out.
pocket
He
to
took
get
it
the
out.
I just left it on the seat.
But why did you take it out?
to get the Leatherman to tighten up my mirror.
His mirrors flop around on the Chevelle.
Oh,
Like this.
okay.
So we had to have a rearview mirror. So
Yeah.
anyway, I get
You wanna
back
look at
in
something
and
behind
I look down
you
and
know
I
what?
can't believe it.
there's no sock.
You lost your sock.
So I'm going, oh my God, we'll run the camera. We'll see if somebody
Somebody stole my sock when I was at the gas station.
Well, no.
Somebody stole
When I
it.
went to get
Them son
Avery.
of a bitches. And I said, Mike.
Some of the footage,
Mike.
Matt
I
is
said,
going to have to
relax,
delete.
Mike.
We're going to have to delete before we can hear me curse them.
How bad did you go off and you thought you just lost that bundle of socks?
You know what?
About a couple minutes.
Did you really?
And then about 2 hours, I stopped
2
for
minutes
an
non-stop.
hour later, 2 hours.
2 minutes non-stop
Okay.
swearing.
No, no,
All these
no.
beep, 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 beep,
Anyway,
beep,
2
beep.
hours later, we stopped coming into Canmore for a leak.
Yeah.
I come back in the truck and there it is sitting on the seat.
Are you
No,
trying to? No, wait.
no,
Avery,
no,
Avery.
Mike, You're not getting away with
Did you
that.
hear what he just said?
Yeah,
He
you
stole
let me.
my money to piss me off.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
It gets better. This is what happened. You drove 2 hours and you
Sitting
thought
on
you
it.
lost $8,000
Yeah.
and you didn't give a shit. You just kept going.
No.
Yes.
I would have got a
No.
hotel, called the cops, stayed
No.
there,
What
and
was
he
it?
just keeps.
Matt
It's only
said-
$8,000.
yeah, but
I
he
lost
had
my
the
sock
sock
money.
on it.
Let me tell you the
Avery's
truth.
saying
Come on.
Let me tell you the truth.
the camera was running, so we would have had it on
You have
footage.
too much sock money, Mike.
Well,
Nobody
sometimes.
wants to hear
Well,
my
today I'm
story.
pretty-
You're like, I lost my
The
bag
story
full of
of truth.
money. Let's just
what
keep
would
going.
you do? Is that 5 hours later, is the guy still
Hey,
have the cash?
he was losing his proverbial mind
Wasn't
for
that
an
bad.
hour, not 10 minutes.
Where was it? Where was the sock?
Yeah,
was
yeah,
sitting
yeah,
on
yeah.
it.
No,
Shut
no,
up.
no.
He was sitting
I was-
on it, Avery.
It was sitting on the son of a bitch the whole time.
I can't.
And then he goes like this.
I can't with
and
you
he
right
goes
now.
like this. He goes like this. You took my money and put it under my seat. I go, is that right, Mike? I said, I'll bet you $100. So right away he knows that I don't ever bet with the prick because he always wins.
Of course.
Yeah,
So he
I
knows
knew
right
didn't
ever
do
Because
that.
he can afford it. You've seen a sock?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's
There you
thicker
go.
than mine. Anyways.
That's not all, Abe.
So at the end of the day, his sock was in his crack.
Yes.
Anyway, it was.
The merry-go-round of blame that started happening too. You called me a...
What was this?
Well, Mike was not having a good day. You know what? But
When?
I tell you what, I will stick up for him for just a brief moment. I have lost my sock twice.
Yep.
You too.
But
You guys have that much money you could just roll socks?
I lost my sock once with 12,000 in it, and I lost it once with 8,000 in it. I got it back both times.
Yeah.
Where were they?
Well, one I dropped it in the McDonald's parking lot, and somebody brought it back to the police station.
Stop.
No shit.
Don't
And
even
then
tell me
the
that's
other
a real
time,
story.
the other time, I left it 12,000 on the counter of a 7-Eleven counter in Nanaimo.
In a sock with no ID, no nothing. Nobody knew whose it was and somebody turned it in.
Well, they did at the police
clerk grabbed
station.
You're living in a good place.
But again, at
That's
the
a nice
Nanaimo,
community.
they were scared to touch it because they were freaked out that somebody might come and kill them for it. So was there an asshole? I said, you didn't have to find a sock on the counter, did you? She goes, I said, yeah, there's a bunch of money in it. She goes, yeah, okay, right here. And I go, fuck,
Yeah,
whatever. I'll
no.
give her $100. Yeah.
They had it at the store behind the counter.
Yeah.
Because I actually lost 1,500 3.5 weeks ago.
He never got that back though.
Yeah, we were climbing up.
Is it in a sock?
Yes, well, we were climbing up a train tunnel. We were looking at a job for CN at the coast. And
Okay.
we had like 40 foot up the little ladders and guaranteed it fell out. So if the kid ever goes back, just as soon as you open that door, look for that damn sock because it was from his wedding. When we had his wedding, he gave us all
okay, yeah,
socks. So it was a Wolverine sock with a money clip he gave me. So
Have you ever thought about trading the sock in for something a bit more?
no.
They were good.
No.
How slippery is that new money?
It's bad.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how many times people said, Mike, I think you just dropped this $100 bill out of your pocket? Because I always carry cash.
I know it sure
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you one thing. I sure know it wouldn't be me.
But you know what I mean? It's slick.
So
The sock you have to pull out of your pocket.
I can't. It's not uncomfortable to have a big bulge of.
No, feels good.
Can you tell me who started it, Avery? Who started the sock?
Avery did.
Was this
But
your
Avery,
idea?
somebody must have told you.
Well, it didn't just come up. One of you had the idea, and the other
Well,
one
Avery had
followed.
it first, but where
Once
did
in
you
a
get
while, I actually had a real job. Wasn't a very good
What were
one.
you-
it? And that was a long time
It was a
ago.
long time ago.
What were you doing before, Avery? What did you before you got into all that?
As little as humanly possible. Look at it.
Were you always a mechanic
I
from
hung
day
out
one?
at Burger King.
We know that's why they shut down Wendy's today. They're out of burgers.
Yeah, is that right there? I've always wheeled and dealed and bought junk. I worked for, how do I put this?
Criminals.
Last time you asked that question. Last time I asked this question, I got the crack of my ass showed on 378 episodes.
Your crack is the most visually seen thing on.
Next to Big Donnie's.
today.
Next to
You
Big.
can't beat Big Donnie's crack.
It's come up. We were sitting.
beat that.
Whether this is,
Sorry, Big Donnie.
Sorry, Donnie.
I worked for a Jewish guy back in the day who taught me my trade. Aaron Bear Cohen was his name.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, were you an apprentice at a shop or something? Is that what you started off doing with this guy?
No, I needed a job when I was in high school, and I was working at a cased hole wireline shop.
Okay.
And one of the guys that worked there, his friend owned a machine shop, and I was always wanting cars. I grew up with just liking vehicles and stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to learn. So after working at the wireline shop for a couple of years, after school cleaning up, I went to work for Aaron
Okay.
at his engine shop, and I worked there for probably 3 or 4 years.
So did he have the sock? Was that
No,
the
he
point?
didn't have the sock.
Who had the
But that's
sock?
how I kind of got
trying to find
my.
out.
That's how I
I
kind of
know.
got my trade in wheeling and dealing and stuff because he wheeled and dealed and I bought my first car was a '72 Nova.
Okay.
That we bought and fixed up and painted and I sold and made $1,000 on it.
And that's what sparked it.
And that's what's kind of sparked it. But I always kind of wheeled and dealed before. But he kind of trained me up a little bit and taught me the finer things about it and whatever, and how it all worked and whatever.
You did all the mechanics and stuff as you went along.
Well, yeah, because I never had any money. I couldn't hire anybody.
So you had to have somebody put you under his wing and talk.
Yeah, and I more or less did that. Like I say, I used to recondition cylinder heads, and I ground more valves than the average 47 people ever did. Like on the old suit.
Well, that's not a skill. That's just picked up off of YouTube. Like, so he taught you that too.
Yeah,
He taught you
yeah. Well, I was okay, whatever. I guess I was the on the ground guy. I did all the underneath stuff, the exhaust and the torque converter bolts.
Okay, yeah.
If you look at my finger right here, if you look at it right there, there's a scar right through here. You see the scar right there?
Yeah.
Hey, the sock.
I was underneath there taking the torque converter
Big
bolts.
red. This isn't live, is it? Because the great white shark's just calling
Is that the great way? Put Donnie on. Yeah, put him on speaker.
Donnie, did you hear us discussing you?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, why are you guys talking about me like that?
Is this live? Sorry, Donnie, we didn't know it was live.
That's not nice.
Donnie, you got thick skin.
What were we saying about Donnie?
You know, I don't know.
Biggest.
What do you mean it's not live? You
Biggest
couldn't
ass
hear.
crack.
We aren't public. We aren't. Matt, are you live?
No, he's fucking.
Is this guy live?
No.
Okay, no, okay. We weren't talking about you. We were thinking about you.
Yeah, that's right.
What's up, Donnie? We're just filming here with our buddy Scott in Sylvan Lake.
So you're going all the way, like Highway 1, all the way out?
Well, that's the plan. Well, we've got to make it to Red Deer. We're leaving Scott's here in a bit and going to Red Deer. Why?
Where do you think you're going to be tomorrow? Like,
Well, we're supposed to be in
On the road, you guys.
Swift Current in the afternoon, Donnie, to drop a car off.
you go up here Saskatoon,
Yep.
and you're going to be right on the highway. Stop at Bigger, Saskatchewan.
Okay, because it's bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger than New York. New York is big, but bigger is bigger.
Okay.
Straight back.
Okay, so
What's in bigger Saskatchewan?
Get my buddy to take you for lunch. I'll pull him and tell him that you're coming there.
okay, how far is bigger from? Is it before or after Swift Current?
I think it's before.
Okay, if we get up early enough, we should have time because we're supposed to meet the girl in the afternoon.
Look at a map and see where it's at.
Yep.
Name is Andrew. I'm gonna send you.
Okay, text it to me.
I'll text it to you right now.
Okay, Donnie. Thanks, bud.
You pull there.
Yep.
You stop there and you bullshit with Andrew.
Okay, you text me and text Matt.
Yeah, I'll text both of you guys Andrew's number.
Okay, Donnie. Thanks, bud.
Okay.
What are the odds that we're talking about his crack and next thing you know he phones?
He's good. Just as the way he is. But anyways,
How does that even happen?
I was underneath there.
Yeah.
And I had an auto start, like for clicking the motor over, taking the converter
Yeah,
bolts
yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
I run over it with the starter, with my hand up there with the creeper.
Yeah.
And I drove it right through my finger and I cut it right through here. And my hand was hung up there. And I panicked and freaked out and I pulled it out and I ripped it about that wide over there and got her back sewed up. But that's kind of where I started my trade in the automotive doing stuff. But I don't have any. The only tickets I got are speeding tickets.
Avery, back to the sock. It started out as a sock.
We want to know
and then-
why did the stock come about? Because he didn't want to buy
I
a
worked
wallet.
for a guy named Rocky Hendricks, I think was his name. I think his name was Don Hendricks for Square B Concrete back when I was about 22 years old.
Okay.
Okay.
Stay focused.
And I was working for him, and they were a fairly mean bunch.
Where's it going?
I know.
Anyways, I jumped in there and I says, Rocky. I said,
Three
"What?"
words.
I said, Rocky, what's tied around your steering wheel? He says, that's my gold.
It was a soft wallet.
I said, what do you mean you're gold? He says, I take all my rings off, I put them in my sock, and I tie them around my steering wheel in my truck.
So you don't
He
lose
says,
your finger.
I said, well, no. I said, well, why? Well, he says, I've lost about $30,000 worth of rings in the slump, pulling the screet and doing whatever.
Okay.
He says, so now I take everything off, and I put all my stuff, all my jewelry in this sock, and tie it around my steering wheel.
So how
and
did
I-
that start with Aaron Baron Cohen?
He asked me about my trade, how I got started in the automotive.
No, it started
Yeah.
with the sock.
Anyways, it just went there.
We went from the sock to the automotive, back to the sock.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's how it got started.
Okay, so right away you thought that's a wallet.
Well, it worked good.
It does.
I was young and impressionable. Rocky was a cool guy. Great big son of a bitch. Like, you look like a goddamn, you look like a big
Like a
old
Viking
Viking.
or
He was,
something?
he was
Yeah,
big,
yeah.
he was big. You get pulling on that skateboard, you pulling that skateboard any harder, I'd throw you in that slump and you'll be still in there.
Them concrete guys are tough.
I tell you what,
There's
this
nobody
guy,
tougher than a
No,
concrete
no.
guy.
I tell you what,
Actually, we had a concrete guy working for me last year. He quit, and the two girls stayed. He says, I didn't think anybody worked harder than I did, but this is insane.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's hard work.
26 years old, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And like he was making 12,000 a month. He said, fuck this shit, this is too hard.
Holy
But,
hell.
but anyways, that's where that got
That's
started.
okay. That's where it came. And so you're carrying it on today.
Yeah.
Well, I
And it
Still
works.
do. You must.
But
yeah,
again-
yeah, it works.
works.
again, if you got a wallet in your back pocket, it's too thick and it's hard on your back.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you put a sock in your front pocket, it holds all your money and it's convenient, and you can tie it around your belt loop or whatever, and it's there.
Yeah.
And it's easy. You don't get pickpocketed or whatever's in your front pocket.
And also, Avery, there's an extra bonus to that. If you're single,
In days of old. Adventures learned
are you picking up what I'm laying
Yeah,
down
yeah,
here?
yeah.
Yeah, you got a spare sock you don't need to wash.
Exactly. Just in case you're not privileged in that area.
Exactly.
$8,000 could look more than $8,000. Hey, so listen, I know where you started, Mike. Everybody wants to know.
What?
Back in the day, I'm talking way back. You never started off. You didn't just go buy 500 cars at once. It started with one. This whole thing started with one. What was it? What was it?
The first vehicle I ever owned was a 51 International. The first car I ever owned was a 61 Sunbeam Alpine with a Capri V6 in it.
Okay, so you bought that just to drive, not to.
I drove it, and then we drove it with three of us up to Terrace. Back in the day, I used to drink a little, smoke a little.
Of course, yeah,
So
yeah.
on the way back, I wiped it out, doing 100 miles an hour, came around the hairpin corner, had my 10-speed in there, and I missed third gear. So I love that car. I had more fun in that car than any car. So the second season was the second season, Matt. We rebuilt that car.
You did?
Well, not that car, but I built a 61 Sunbeam I
Okay.
picked up. We put the V6 in it, and who says
Yeah.
you can't go back? I relived
Exactly.
my childhood.
It's still hard to believe that car did 100 mile an hour back then with that motor.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Well, they put like a Mustang 2 rear end in it with like 3 gears.
Okay, maybe.
Thing was nuts. We were driving up north there, and there was me and Bill was driving because it was nighttime.
Yeah.
And so Bill was driving, and we had a little 5-foot short guy named Hannibal. He was
Hannibal?
There's like this much room behind the seats in a Sunbeam Alpine, so we got
Yeah.
pulled over. We had like fuck half ounce of pot in the back and mushroom, and the cop just, you guys slow down. Oh man.
That's why they thought you were going so fast. They were so fucking high. They were probably parked in the parking lot.
So anyway.
How do you like my driving? Hey, you're
You
parked.
know, when you're north of Prince George, all those
All the
hills.
hills. Yeah, yeah.
So I wake up. We're passing a line of traffic of about 20 cars, and it goes zip, 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 zip. I turned and looked at my brother and said, "What the F are you doing?" Says, "I think about 120 and there's lots left."
Thinking about
Pull this
120.
over. Anyway, and that was my Sunbeam story, so I wanted one
So when
the
did
last
you-
40 years.
So when did the addiction start? Well, how did one car turn into 500? Like, did you just, from that point, you didn't want to
Well,
sell
I
it, you liked it
started-
so much, you just kept on going?
I had to buy.
Well, he couldn't figure out what the fuck. We couldn't figure out what he wanted.
Well, that's what I'm
It was my
thinking.
ADD.
Because
first
you're-
thing I know, I had 30 cars downtown Kamloops. Then we moved out to the farm. Next thing you know, I had 200 on the farm. Then I had to buy an auto wrecker. Next thing you know, I had 500 at the auto wrecker. Then I sold the auto wrecker to get rid of the cars. Then the church lent me the storage yard next to the shop, and I put 100 cars in there in 2 years. So then we had to sell those. Then I was down to 50. Now I'm back up to 100, and I can't get any more in my yard.
When you can't
So
get
I'm
in the
done.
shop, for Christ's sakes.
Anyway.
But I just wonder how did the addictions, like, did you just have a problem letting go? When you had something you
I
loved,
grew up looking at all this, and it was way easier to buy them than it was to fix them. Right? So my attention span's so short, I buy one and, oh, look, a squirrel, I'll buy another one. Wow, a squirrel. I was dragging them home in dump trucks. And
So you didn't want to fix them, and you didn't want to sell them.
The plan was I was going to retire and play with my cars.
Yeah.
But next thing you know, I had 500 plus cars.
Yeah.
Hadn't fixed one of them.
Hadn't retired yet either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still working last year. So then the show came along, and anyway, next thing you know, the rest is history.
The rest is history. Literally.
.ca.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good story because everybody always wondered how one car
That's how
turned
it
into 500
started, right?
cars.
Anyway.
You get too attached.
Yes, well, and then finally one day I woke up screaming. Sooner or later, you smarten up. You wake up one morning and realize everything you thought you owned actually owns you.
Yeah. I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, just think about it. I mean, so I'm thinking, so what? I'm going to drop dead. My old lady, my kids, they don't want 600 cars. What are they going to do with them?
Phone the
Yeah,
car
yeah.
crusher guy.
That's right.
Well, that's exactly what happened.
That's right. That's what happens. You see it all over the place.
Yeah.
The old guy loves the cars. The kids could give. I mean, Connor would save some, right? I mean, that one's his.
Yeah.
Not that he needs it. He'll kick my ass any day, but
That's-
still.
Yeah.
I mean, he grew up with that car, so I mean, yeah, I mean, I used to be addicted to a lot of things. I'm just down to one.
That's not bad. That's not a bad addiction if you're
No,
gonna have
that's
one.
right. And it makes me happy.
And you guys both have your forever cars. You're never gonna sell that shit.
No, never.
Connor's never gonna sell, but
No. Not unless I repo it. I'm just mortgaging this new house.
you owe you some money on it.
Might get him to put it up his collateral.
Right.
Anyway.
Oh, that's a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Avery, we got Mike's story about his first car, his forever car. His car is never going to sell. What do you got? What do you got that takes you back? That's something that you never want to let go.
Well, I tell you what.
Hey,
Everybody thinks it's that Grizzly truck I drive, but it really isn't.
What is the Grizzly truck?
That Grizzly truck was, I don't know 100% truth of the history, but Brian Serrers from Serrers Pipeline
Okay.
in Fort St. John put up a bunch of money, I do believe, to a bunch of other guys that all worked for Pacific Truck in Vancouver to build the end-all to end-all vehicles for the bush. And they come up with that Grizzly.
Yeah.
Is it a military truck?
No,
Yeah.
it's custom built by the guys that used to work, I do believe, at Pacific Truck in Vancouver.
Okay.
And Brian Serrers put the money up, and somebody that was fairly skilled went to the break and bent a whole bunch of pieces up and built this here truck.
8-inch plate, all 8-inch plate.
all
like
8-inch plate.
Yeah, like indestructible.
Yeah.
And it was a logging truck. It was for the loggers or the oil industry or whatever to be a truck indestructible. And you put it on whatever powertrain you wanted to put it on. So you take the cab and put it on whatever
But they built
powertrain or whatever.
13?
Yeah, but they were building the frames back in the day. They built custom frames for them on air ride, and they were super tough.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of mishaps happening, I
Yeah.
guess, in the country, in the company, and they only sold 13 of them. And the last one is the one I have that ended up that I bought from Mike. That
Yeah.
Mike got off the guy that was renting Martin on his
They used
place.
to own the thing. It was the last cab, right?
Oh, okay.
It was,
I
never,
remember-
it was never finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
It come in a pile of boxes too.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Piles. 4 piles.
Because I remember Kamloops, they used to have the big logging show back
Yeah,
in the day.
yeah.
And I remember one of the finished ones, the first time I ever
Yeah.
saw one was like probably late 70s, early 80s, somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere
Right,
there.
because there was one and it was done. Box,
Yeah.
everything, it was amazing.
Was it like a Fargo?
It was close to like a military power wagon, except
That's what I meant. Yeah,
yeah,
power
yeah,
wagon.
kind of
Yeah,
a
yeah.
takeoff on that,
Yeah.
like that tough, except with modern running gear.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
They used, I think the only components they used off another vehicle is the one I have.
The doors.
Has Kenworth doors on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But again-
it's a big truck.
Well, it
It's
is
not that big. No,
it
it's
isn't.
tiny. Like there's room for 2.
There's no creature comfort in it.
No.
Really? Okay.
Like none. No, it's
And you go
kinda like
deaf.
riding Mike's car.
It's like, you go deaf.
Right?
You go deaf in that thing. It's especially with the what are you running 7.3, right?
Yeah, no. It's got a 5.9 in it.
5.9 and
Yeah.
it is loud. Like
It's- yeah, it's loud
You can't hear
inside.
yourself.
So that thing's restored and you're driving it today?
Well, I don't know about restored, but I'm driving it.
Avery never finishes anything.
It's a very tough
It
drive.
drives. It
Yeah,
drives.
that's all I'm
It's very it's quite tough because my dear child drove it for about 56,000 kilometers.
Oh
How many times did he break it?
Only once he blew the rear end out of it.
Yeah.
He says, I was just going around the corner, Dad, and the axle twisted off of it. I guess it's
Yeah,
on a
it's relieved
550.
that, yeah.
It's on a 550 chassis, eh?
Oh,
I
okay,
find
yeah.
out later he did a boosted launch on it.
What?
So he wound and got the boost pressure up, that twin disc clutch just smoking and dumped her. And the axle went twing. But again, my go-to car or my car is actually an Austin Mini.
An Austin Mini.
Yes.
I've had like 5 minis.
Yeah.
And
Except in Avery's case, they call it an Austin Maxi.
Why is the smallest car ever built your go-to car?
They aren't.
I tell you what,
How does that even work?
there's smaller
It's like
cars.
you driving a Firefly, but
I
yours
tell
makes
you
sense
what.
because it's a convertible
And there's headroom.
and there's headroom.
Didn't you ever see the ad where Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got out of an
Yes.
Austin Mini?
Yeah,
Back
yeah.
in the day,
But he moved that seat back
Well,
25
yeah, but
feet.
still, he was 7
Yeah.
feet tall.
I tell you what, when you see it, it hasn't aired yet. Me, Mike, and my kid and my stepkid.
And
were-
Connor, yeah, was Connor there? No,
No.
Chafin, Jacob,
and
4 of us.
were in that Mini.
No.
Driving
Yes.
her down the road, laughing our asses off. It wasn't that bad.
What year is
Like
it?
Mike couldn't keep his hand out of
1,000
my
pounds
pocket,
in
but
it. What? It was 1,000 pounds in
What
it.
year? An Austin Mini, that's 60s, 70s.
nah, this here's a newer one. It's about a 78, I think. This
I think
one
they
is.
made him to 85.
Because the older they go, the smaller they were.
No,
Those minis, they got bigger as time went on.
no, they didn't.
Nope.
They're exactly almost. The only thing that changed in them cars, really physical to the notice, was the windows. The old ones had sliding windows.
Oh, yeah,
and the
yeah,
newer
yeah.
ones had roll-up windows. But there's other changes. But that's the one you can see the most.
yeah.
But anyways, I had a couple of them throughout the course of my life. I drove one for probably 3 years, and it's a car that for some reason I liked. Now,
He had
why do I
Cooper
like
S's too.
What's that?
He had Cooper S's
I had a
too.
Cooper S. I went and sold it to
That's
one guy.
Actually, I met the guy that's rebuilding it.
Yeah, it pisses me off. I still sold it. But anyways, how I fell in love with these cars? Yeah.
Do you
How I
have it
fell-
now?
No, not that. I have one now. We did it on the show.
Oh, okay.
I was about probably 15 years old
Okay.
in lovely downtown Fort St. John's. And I heard this rumbling sound coming down the road. And I looked over in the corner of my eye, it looked like a pregnant roller skate coming down the road. This guy had this thing chopped.
analogy of that.
This thing was chopped. I think it was chopped 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah.
And it had a fat set of tires on it,
Yeah,
went like
they look
this.
sick.
And it was
They
down
look
there.
cool as hell.
And it had an IDA 48 Weber sticking out through the hood.
Nice.
And this thing is coming down the road. I went, what is that? And I went, I like that.
Yeah.
And then he took off in a ball of smoke. Poof, instantly lit him. I just,
No.
gone.
What was in it?
It was a 1420 with an IDA. He made probably, I'll guess probably maybe 110 horse somewhere in there.
What in that car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with mine that I have, I'm doing a VTEC conversion in it. That I got almost all my parts. And I'm going to put a Honda B16A2 in it, which makes 170 horse-ish right out of the
like
box.
a-
Just put in there. So it's reliable.
Yeah.
Because you know why the English drink more beer, right?
I'm gonna know.
The
in a minute.
fridges don't work.
No, they got Lucas fridges. No, they got Lucas
fridges.
wiring in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucas fridges.
Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness,
Lucas,
yeah.
Prince of
Well,
Darkness.
Lucas is a major name in automotive.
Oh, yeah.
Wiring.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
everybody, right, all the old English cars, nothing but wiring problems.
Yeah.
That's why the English guys say Lucas, Prince of Darkness.
Yeah,
Because your
yeah.
lights die. Everybody rips all that stuff out.
Yeah, of course.
Again, it's kind of funny that we're both into British cars. And we both have a British car that we
Yeah.
both is our go-to wagon, which is really weird because it's just,
They're
I don't know
cool.
why.
So the Grizzly is your only go-to that you're going to keep forever, just drive it forever? You have no,
it's just money talk.
that's it?
Money talk, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I probably wouldn't sell it. I've got enough
Isn't
money.
everything for sale though, lately?
Everything always is
Everything
for sale.
That's right. Well, you know how it is, right?
I know, exactly.
Nothing's for sale until somebody
I wouldn't
lays
be-
the money on the table.
I wouldn't be
Gone.
happy about it, but
But
I've had a guy keeps trying to buy it off me all the time. and I
Oh,
won't
is it
sell it.
serious?
Yeah.
is there $1 on the Chevelle?
No.
Come on. You just told me.
No, it's a family heirloom. He had an offer for $40,000 or $50,000.
50 grand before I sunk another
before he did
40
anything to
anyway.
it, and he phoned Connor. And Connor says no.
You promised that to me, Dad. You
That's
can't
not
sell it.
nearly enough for a family heirloom car.
No. Well,
It doesn't
this
matter.
was 10 years ago. That was a lot of money, 50 grand.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
10 years ago,
Yeah.
right? And,
Yeah.
And Connor said, I said, Connor, said the guy offered me 50. He said, what'd you tell me, Dad? I said, it's yours. I said, well, good. You can't sell it. I said, good enough, kid.
Yeah.
If he, because I mean, nobody ever offered me money for it, right? It
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, we've sunk 50 grand into it in the last 2 years. Big block, Tremec, Posi, 4-wheel disc brakes, 3 weeks of body work to make it look like amazing, so we can
Yeah.
make it look like shit in one day.
And now you're making memories that you can never sell.
That's
now.
right. Yeah, memories.
Especially after this trip.
Yeah.
Especially after the sock story and everything else that goes along
Well,
with
like
it.
I said, I mean, the
After we
trip is
freeze
That was
it,
my
Yeah.
favorite story, honestly.
Yeah.
It was.
I was losing my mind. I said,
Yeah, for more than 10 minutes.
okay, maybe an
Do we have
hour
that
or
on
two.
video somewhere, Matt? Oh, I can't wait to see
Oh,
that.
I tell you what, it's quite impressive.
There's going to be a whole separate
Well,
episode.
that's why didn't worry. Matt said the camera's running. We got footage.
He's blaming everybody but himself for it.
Yeah.
Mike, it always shows up.
Yeah.
That's what I told him. I said, Mike, I said, I'm pretty sure. I said, before you get too wound up, I said, that thing is somewhere. I didn't put it anywhere. I didn't do it. I said, Mike,
I actually
I've seen
think
you
when
lose shit
Avery
before.
grabbed my glasses to give me my driving glasses,
Yeah.
he probably pulled it out because the glass case was there. He could have flipped it out, just right.
Did you think for a second he pulled one on you? Just
Yes,
Oh,
he
for
did.
about the first 2 hours. I said, Avery, if I see the video and it was you,
only
I'm
thing-
gonna kick the shit
the
out of you.
the only thing that shut him up is I told him that if it's on footage,
Yeah.
I will bet you $100 that I didn't take it, and you can look at the footage. And right away that he knows it.
That's right. Avery doesn't bet unless it's a sure shot. Avery's not a gambler.
So then Mr. Happy's looking for his wallet. Where's my wallet? Where's my wallet? I lost my wallet. I lost my wallet. Gets up out of the car, gets up, sitting on that wad of money, that thick, with his fat ass, not realizing. That tells you how bad the seats in that Chevelle are.
I can't believe you didn't just look there first.
Well, he was sitting on it.
I was sitting on it. I
didn't-
mean,
you
we
didn't
were
get up?
driving. We were driving. We're doing 100K and the roads were shit. I'm gonna start lift. I mean, I just the feeling under the
Mike.
seats, whatever.
How do you bury 8 keys in your crack pants and not know it's there? Come on.
I'm not the princess and the pea.
I'm not the princess. He
in the
says.
pea.
Fuck, he's sleeping in a rock patch and not
Yeah,
noticing.
that's right.
At least you know you can put it somewhere no one's going to find it.
Yeah, I'm leaving it right
Especially
there.
himself.
That's it.
Especially himself.
Yeah, anyway.
But anyways, it was a nice thought that he found it because, like I say, it is
Oh, yeah.
it is
I
kind
was,
of a wretched
I mean, it
thing.
wouldn't have bankrupted me, but it was a pain in the ass.
Wow.
Right? I mean, it just
not
going,
small.
wow, 3 weeks, 10 grand, like, fuck, I'm just going to stop.
Yeah. We got questions in the back.
Okay.
It's more of a comment. It was pretty funny watching Mike's head going like this from the back, like looking.
When you were watching it from
I
behind.
just went and doing it, looking around for like an hour. It's looking for the. I think, where are they still looking for it?
So was that the biggest hiccup of the whole trip? What else happened? Was other than that? It was
Other than that, just bad weather and rough roads. What?
Really?
What?
because it's a different perspective for what Avery and you're on the wheel. So Avery, tell us.
Settling the issue about running out of gas that somebody was losing.
You guys barely made it, didn't you?
The last. Some of the footage that we've got, Matt, I have to delete it before he hears it.
Are you? Oh, really?
Oh, man, we were just. He was Avery saying, no, we're going to stick to the main road and not, no. You just turn on Cochran, now you're going to get stuck in Calgary traffic in 3 hours. Not a friggin' gas station.
Oh,
Barely a house. Where are we?
Oh, man.
Like
See,
nothing.
yeah.
I knew how long that piece of shit will run with no fuel because I followed him all the way to Las Vegas. It gets about 3 hours out of a tank.
Okay.
And we were like 2 hours and 58 minutes when we had Xville.
You were
Yeah.
skimming.
We were
Yeah,
just
he was
skimming.
losing his
I
mind.
was losing my mind. I said, we're this close and we're going to run out of gas.
I said, no, we're not.
And Matt's a half hour behind with 15 gallons of premium.
Well, that's all that would happen. You had to just pull over and wait for Matt.
Yeah, and then we'd have been another 40 minutes late.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right, and I'm just saying,
Snakes
okay.
would have been really cold by then.
Yes, I know. We were already late.
Because it was 5 a.m. this morning. I remember you guys with the jerry cans.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got enough gas. We're good.
Yes.
Right?
So tomorrow, before I leave, I'm taking 5 gallons out of the
Yeah, of
truck.
course.
That's going in the trunk of my car.
Exactly.
It
Right?
won't fit in the trunk of his car. He's
I'll
got
unload
shop
some
in there.
stuff.
Oh, yeah. You guys got a bunch of gear.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we
He's
got
got
stuff.
an
We got
angle grinder.
chains
He's got
and
3
come
sets
along.
of booster cables.
Yeah.
A
Why did you
hammer.
bring an angle grinder?
You never know when you got to cut a lock. Might have to break into some
That's the most
replace and
odd
get some
tool I
gas.
can ever think of.
Angle
No, it's a
grinder?
good tool to have.
An angle grinder?
Oh, man.
What are you grinding
You
on a road
can't
trip?
live without an angle grinder.
Are you
Hey.
opening cans of soup
Hey,
or something?
you
with
can
it?
do that with it.
I have locks
What?
on. I have locks on the trailer. The way I lose keys.
Oh.
The way I lose keys.
Like
I said
the way-
this morning. I said, okay, here's a lock. We have one key for the lock. I'm bringing the angle.
If there was
grinder.
any one
my
tool that I could
God.
ever travel with, it'd be angle
Are
grinder.
you for real right
I'm
now?
dead serious.
You can
about
break
it.
into anything with an angle.
Not
grinder.
breaking into it. You just use it for different things.
You know what? I've bought many road safety kits, and not once has there ever been an angle.
Well,
It's not
like-
very good, kit.
Yeah, no,
It's not a very good kit.
tool kit. We tried to bring my Milwaukee.
You
air
can
pump,
cut
couldn't
wood with
find
that
it.
thing. You can cut wood. You can cut lug nuts off your car with it. You can just.
Tell me at least you brought a long extension cord for it.
He did.
I've got 8 big M18 batteries.
No,
Milwaukee?
No, he's got
Yes.
an extension cord. Is that for his block heater?
No, that's for my
Block
2
heaters.
magnetic oil heaters.
You put them on the side of his
okay. Well, at
head.
least
Because
Turn it
actually,
in.
in fact, because this car isn't going to want to start here. My car is not going to want to start here pretty quick. Does not. My big block doesn't like to
You got
go.
a block heater on it?
No.
A stovepipe and a tanker torch. I told him it worked good.
Yeah, that's a tiger
No, well,
torch underneath
when
the
we
box.
get to where we're going tonight, we're going to lay the 2 magnetic heaters on the oil
Oh, for
pan.
real?
I've
You gotta
a
get a mouse in
50-foot
your pocket?
extension- I got a 50-foot extension cord.
It's gonna be like minus 20 tonight, probably.
That's why, yeah, like I said, another little bit.
How come you didn't put a block heater in it?
Because I don't want to pop a frost plug out of my $16,000 big block.
yeah, yeah.
And then go for a 4,000. What could go wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean, it just, anyway, that was my thinking.
That makes
So I
sense.
got 2 200-watt oil pan heaters, like the
there you go.
magnets. So I got an extension cord with 3 plugins. We get to where we're staying tonight. you know,
Yeah.
make
Burn
sure
the
I-
end of
Oh,
the
you're
cord
gonna be
off.
Yeah.
I had a buddy, Robbie Smith. He used to steal extension cords in wintertime.
What?
He'd go around 40 below, take everybody's extension cord, and then sell them the next day at school for money.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. You had an old Maverick, open the trunk up. There's probably about 19 miles of extension cords in there.
Stop.
Dead serious.
You know what the most classic look is, Mike, on a car, and probably an older car, is when they get the block heater cord and they wrap it all around the freaking mirror.
Yeah.
10 miles of extension cord around the review mirror.
Oh, you see him dragging it down the road behind you like this drive.
I've seen it, yeah. And you're just driving along.
But I tell you what, the secret of keeping your block heater cord is when you plug your vehicle in, you drive over the front of it with your wheel and they can't steal it.
Oh, yeah.
See, ask Avery how many cords he's stolen before.
How many cords have you stolen, Avery?
Well, it was always too cold. Now it's too late. So not very many.
Right. Well, that's actually
But
really...
you get drunk and walk by and kick them all out of the plugins.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
40 below on Fort St. John.
You know what? Any kind of skill is going to help you on your road trip. Angle grinders, extension
What
cords.
the hell are you doing with a Canucks shirt? They're actually in first place, are they still?
You just answered your own question. Thank
I know,
you.
I cannot believe it when somebody said the Vancouver Canucks are in first place.
Talk about me being a squirrel.
I just
This isn't original. I'm a Vancouver guy originally. I'm from
okay,
BC.
okay, so yeah.
From
somebody's-
East End.
From East End, downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Pigeon Park.
Were you one of them guys sleeping on the sidewalk with a cup like
That was me. Look how far I've come, Mike. Actually, no, from Burnaby. Like,
It's pretty sad when you go down there now. It's just Matt drives us up and down there all the time when we go to Vancouver, and holy moly, man.
can't help everybody.
No.
There's too many. There's too many.
Yeah.
Everybody's living on the street
You
there.
can't help somebody that doesn't want
You know
to
what's
help
crazy
himself.
about that corner? You know we're talking Pigeon Park.
Yeah.
As soon as you go around that bend, it's all high end
Yeah.
commercial.
Yeah.
It goes
Right.
from Harlem to the.
Well, that's why, because the guys ever paid the Revenue Canada bill. They're all there. They want to stay close to their house.
That's where they stop paying, right on that corner.
Yeah, well, I know.
Isn't it crazy? What a transition.
Yeah, it's-
From that to that, right around the bend.
Yeah. Oh, it's sad. It's like Kamloops now downtown.
Kamloops is getting
Where Connor
bad, too.
lives, it's crime central. Like he lives in one of the oldest houses in Kamloops. I told him, and
Oh, does he?
he gets. I mean, the other night, like he said, like those new Fords have that break-proof glass.
Yeah.
The guy walks up and Connor's gone, smacks him once, and then wham, 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 wham.
No.
4 times, didn't break it.
What?
Yeah, all that tough
Jesus.
stuff. Almost like those Tesla trucks.
I tell you what, when I rolled that Chevy truck, I couldn't get out.
Oh, yeah.
The window wouldn't break. Besides that, I was
Even if
fat.
you did break it,
The airbag. When I was upside down, the airbag inflated. You couldn't get to the window.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I was in that truck. Like
Is that the same corner that Mike wiped out on?
No, different one.
No.
I was in there and I had a little bit of time to think about life, and that airbag's all inflated. You can't pull it down. But the nice thing about it is when the window did get break, it was nice on the belly going over the airbag.
Yeah, 2 airbags going.
That guy tried kicking the window out of that truck. He kicked it probably about 8 times and couldn't break it.
Wow.
And he finally went back over there, and there's a receiver, my ball and receiver over there, and he grabbed that receiver and he whacked it twice before it broke it.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
man?
and tough.
What?
Yeah, some of that glass is pretty tough now, like that Ford. I mean, we watched the video, wham, like 4 times.
Unbelievable.
Just started. So, I mean, he had to get the window replaced, but ICBC, so.
No, this didn't start. It just wouldn't break.
Yeah.
Was yours a wintertime wipeout too?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
snow on the ground.
both,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't watch our video?
Yeah, the
The
prick.
Avery Shoaf accident investigation video?
I did. I know. I heard about it, but I didn't actually see. There wasn't a video of it.
What was the word? I would deny the claim
Was
and
there, Avery?
imprison Mr. Shoaf.
It's embarrassing. I come around the corner, slam the brakes on.
Oh, now the story. Oh, a different story.
I told you what happened. I come around the corner. I was on my cell. I had a ring on the cell phone,
I went, oh,
and I
I know.
decided I was going to stop. So I slammed the brakes on, and I go like this. It goes like this. It comes like this. Stops right there.
Yeah.
And then it was snowing like a son of a gun outside, and I stopped too close to the edge of the road, and I went like this.
Bullshit.
That's a
that
different
fast.
story.
I cried bullshit.
Isn't that a-
We did the accident investigation. The tracks just went straight.
Yeah. You drove straight off.
Straight off.
The tracks go like this.
Yeah.
Here's the corner, and you just went.
Yeah, straight off.
If you look at it, you can see the tracks.
We
I
did.
saw the
like
CSI
this.
Avery,
report
would
on
you
it.
like
It
to
looks-
see it on video?
It looks like this,
It's got no
and
video.
like that, and you can see the wheels went right over. And
No,
then
the tracks went straight over the bank.
they didn't.
Straight over the bank until it rolled. Anyway.
It happened about this fast.
Come on. And you just slowly slid off the bank.
Hey,
Like that,
it's
yeah.
one day we'll hear the true story, but not until
That's
the
about
I
all
think the tracks tell the story, and that's on video, isn't it? Matt, what's your take on that story? Which way you leaning?
I was just wondering if you had to have the phone as you're going over.
He was sexting.
Were you on your phone? Were you sexting?
I was thinking about it. I had to pull over and get the full effect.
That's usually how those wipeouts happen, though, Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One hand on the wheel, one hand on your sock, and you over the bank, you go. That's real.
I rolled mine a couple years ago, my Dodge, man. It was like slow motion.
Is that the
too.
one that you had with Lincoln in it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was kind of
We
scary.
ended up on top of another car that was down there.
You know it's a bad corner when you're piling up the cars.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I couldn't figure out why the roof was collapsed.
Jeez,
And then I climb out of my truck and I'm 8 feet in the air and I'm on top of somebody else. Did I kill them?
You didn't know they were already. You thought that happened at the same
Yeah,
time.
well, it was 30 below.
Yeah.
Right? 1 bar of service. Anyway, enough.
How'd you get it? Did you have your phone? You phoned somebody?
I phoned a buddy of mine that there was 1 bar there because normally most of that road is no service, right?
Oh man.
You know, yeah.
So he came back.
I should have done an action report on that one.
I did. They paid me out.
So where were your tracks? Straight or sideways?
Oh no, well I mean I
Straight.
well the thing is the bank was like this.
I guarantee you there was absolutely no texting involved.
No, of course not. No.
Wasn't, it was midnight.
Was Matt messaging you?
Right?
Yeah.
No, it was midnight. I was going home.
Yeah,
Anyway, shit happens.
likely story.
And I did not have my hacks on. I had a substandard grade of winter tire. I had my
okay.
studded hacks. We never gone
Substandard.
off.
Everything always.
I had like 8 seconds to go. I said, I had time to go.
about how long it
Are
lasts,
you
8 seconds?
fucking kidding
Oh, so
me?
you saw it coming.
Well, that's it. I started sliding and
That was it.
That's I had time to go. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
scary.
The same
That's
sad
scary.
story, but he won't believe mine, but he'll tell
Nobody
his.
really knows the real story with these wipeouts, I feel.
I did the accident investigation.
I feel the CSI camera investigation
Yeah,
will
yeah,
tell the story.
yeah.
He's a lion curd dog.
It's the lion curd dog. Holy shit. So what's it like the transition from Netflix platform, History Channel, so for maybe Motor Trend, to a YouTube channel? What's it like? Is it less stressful? Because
Not when you're dealing with this guy.
he's high end. He's high
I mean, Avery can post whenever he wants. We got to post every single day. Every day.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
shooting for like a Netflix platform, it's all scheduled, sort of. But this, you come out of your bathroom, he's got the camera on you.
That's right.
So
It's not a very good
what-
sight sometimes.
so is it easy? Is it less stressful, Avery? What's it like? Is it
Well, I
more,
mean, the thing
is it
is-
more relaxed? Is it more fun?
People get to see more of the build. There's way less drama and bullshit.
I tell you what the nice
Right?
thing about it is.
Most
Yeah, you
people
don't-
love it. I mean,
Yeah.
we get 100 positive comments, 1 negative, and they're usually about Avery.
Yeah. He's sitting right there, literally.
That's okay. It's the
He's sitting
truth.
right there.
It's the truth.
Avery.
Yeah,
What's
anyway.
your reply to that?
It is nicer, as Mike will agree with me.
Yeah.
The problem with doing it is the deadlines to get stuff done. It
On
takes
the, on
all
the bigger
fun.
platform, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Because it has to be done, right? We got to get this one done, that one done. We never finished anything. At least this. I mean, I had to actually go on a video, and people kept saying, "Why are your videos not in order?" So it's because we started with this car, it got impounded, then we started with this car. We got that to that stage. Then eBay Motors wants us to go to
Yeah,
trial,
yeah.
so we're working on this, and then the Firefly came in, and we've got this one on the go, and so I did a little Mike explains his ADHD.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I get it now.
Well, again, it happens like that when we're filming.
Yeah.
You're working on probably, I don't know, Mike's working on 4 or 5 different projects. I'm working on no more than 2.
Yeah.
But everything gets a little bit done here, a little bit done there, a little bit done there.
Well,
a
you're
little bit-
waiting for parts. So
wait-
this,
yeah.
right, you know what I mean?
know,
Since
nothing.
COVID.
And then you have a camera crew
Yeah.
that you got 100 days. They burn up 98 of them doing stupid things,
And now it's time to
your
finish.
and then they wonder why your project didn't get done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Anyway,
guy,
a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Do you find that you lose your passion for it if you're forced to do something on a timeline? Like, did you find
I
that-
was never planning on building other people's cars on the show.
What?
Ask them. That was the original precept.
that-
Never.
So that was the idea for the show. You had to do this, or it would.
No, the idea for the show is, hey, Mike, you and Avery and Connor are going to play with your junk.
Yeah.
That's
We were
what they
only
sold
supposed
me
to
on.
work. Hey, we were supposed to work 4 hours a day, 4
Right.
days a week.
Next thing you know, Mr. Moneybags gets the big check waved. Oh, by the way, the network wants you to build 10 cars this year for people.
The story evolves in their brains.
Anyway, hey, my original shop was 20 by 30, where the Mustang was.
And if the CSRD has it their way, it'll still be that size and they're done.
But I mean, it becomes not fun. Like you said, you got to build all these cars.
That's right. No,
Now,
I
something
had
you
8
love to do.
employees working for me. I was
Yeah.
hemorrhaging money. What did I know about running a body shop?
I'm gonna go sit down and talk about counterpoint this.
Actually, no, because we've got to make a mile here pretty quick.
I tell you what,
What?
Yes,
tell you
I have
what.
commitments, Matt.
it
Don't
is.
say it's not fun. Also, in terms
Okay,
of
it's-
deadlines, in terms of deadlines, Mike.
We've never finished a car once on the show.
No,
it runs and drives. It runs and
I can't
drives.
tell you about stuff like that.
We do
Mike,
the- I
Mike,
mean,
breach
okay, we
contract,
finished
breach contract, breach contract, breach contract.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Anyway,
I tell you
we gotta
one.
run
I tell you
and
one thing. I
drive
tell you one thing.
right? and then we got to
I'll
do
tell
the
you
test
nothing, I
drive.
guess.
What about that green cougar you guys built for that?
That was the one we most. That was
looked pretty finished to
That
me.
one was finished.
Yeah.
I mean, usually, like if it's someone like something that we're doing for me, like I mean, if they can run and drive and we can do a test drive, because
Yeah.
the schedule gets pushed. Matt, the schedule gets pushed and pushed and pushed, and finally, like these guys have a deadline. They've got to give finished footage.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
such, so finally, at the end, it is crunch time.
Did you find yourself just lipstick in the pig date for the show?
No, never.
Just to get it done?
Never, but we
No.
just, like, maybe a convertible wouldn't get the top put on, we put the top out.
Oh, yeah.
Driving in the summer, I mean, right?
There were small things.
It gets done eventually.
Yeah,
But
it gets
one
done,
thing
but-
about deadlines is that what did we have last night, Michael? And
What?
also, you'd also complain about how many cars he has in the shop on the show.
Yeah.
Right.
And then how many cars do you have in the shop now that on the go?
4 or 5.
Are you
But
gonna
they're
do-
all mine.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's that, and you're a tinkering station.
That's the
You're gonna
thing,
enjoy
yes,
yourself.
so I mean, it doesn't.
Whatever pleases my.
He's not forcing you to build it.
No, but the thing is, once the YouTube channel starts, you gotta feed the people.
That's right, yeah.
And that they, we love this shit every day. So I mean, once you start giving them one a day, you can't start giving them one a week.
No, you
So
gotta,
you put the own pressure on. I mean, it's cool though, because at least we have
It's
a
funny
lot
how the
more
shoes
say.
on the other foot,
we have a lot
eh?
more
Is you
say
trying to
than
get
what
him to
we
do
show.
that now that he's
Right.
in control of it? He's trying to do the same thing that you were trying to
What?
make him do.
What?
Nothing.
No, but I mean,
Right.
we have a lot more control.
What's that?
Right, because I mean, when these guys do, I mean, the network tells them what we can say. I mean, they have some
deadline's not
input.
as strict on YouTube.
No.
Let's
I mean,
put it this way.
As long as we give them some
Hey,
content that they like.
People want
Right.
to watch.
I talk to a lot of people all day long. I talk to a
No
lot of
shit.
different people.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, it turns out when it comes to the reality show of cars, we have the most finished cars out of just about all of them.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Out of all of them. Out of all of them. We have
Really?
the most finished vehicles out of all of them. I could tell you stories that you would not believe.
Yeah.
That we sit back and laugh. Because I talk to quite a few people in different shows and I ask them, and it's very interesting.
So how did they get by that? How
Have
did
you heard of a green screen?
No, they don't green screen it.
Of
do
course
they?
not.
Hey,
How are you serious?
come on, hey, two cars getting built at the same time, one on TV, one with the other guys, actually 20 guys working on it, 20, all sorts of stuff happens. I mean, that's bigger productions. I mean, our show, as far as I'm
Our
concerned,
show
the
is a
most
very
real
truthful,
one.
down to earth, real show when it comes down to it.
Right.
Things like the windshield wipers may not work, the brake lights may not work, shit like
The
that.
camera guy's battery might run out.
Yes,
Everything's
but I
sit
mean,
on the
but
camera guy.
at least
Yeah.
it's
It's all real life stuff.
Yes, I mean, and with the YouTube stuff, I mean, we don't add anything. Those guys can edit out the swear words.
Right.
I mean, Matt's doing an excellent job, so our videos look professional.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Right, because I mean, people. Well, after they told him to shut up the first 30 times, he finally got the message.
Wow.
Fair enough.
So for people that don't know what a green screen is, give us a.
I don't really know what it is myself.
So green screen is smoke and mirrors. It's something.
Yeah,
It's
smoke
a
and mirrors.
smoke and
Oh,
mirrors.
smoke and mirrors.
It's smoke
Yeah,
and mirrors
Yeah,
is what it
smoke
is.
and
Okay,
mirrors.
it's just, but again,
On the other shows.
on the other
On the
shows,
other
That's what I'm saying.
We
Yeah.
don't have one.
We've never done that.
Our budget is
and
too
again,
small.
we've got a few comments from other people doing reality shows saying, hey, what a wonderful job and what a real show that you have.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the YouTube channel. I mean, our audience is 87% guys.
Yeah.
That want to see the cars built.
Absolutely.
Actually,
But I
You're
mean,
wrong.
the thing is, I was just looking at the metrics.
well, the YouTube stuff, the other stuff, we have a 40% viewership on television. Women viewership.
Women.
Oh, is that
Because
right?
of the drama. I mean,
No, it's 'cause of my
more
volume.
character driven.
Exactly.
Our YouTube is car driven.
It is. It's true though. It reads the characters that people love the cars, but they love you guys.
Yeah, so-
That's what sells.
I mean, when people, I mean,
Your
when-
socks.
anyway.
That's what sells.
Yeah. You should have seen all the comments when Avery was losing his mind when we were pulling the car out. He was being not nice to me.
When was
Oh,
this?
man. They were slagging him hard. Avery should be
serious?
nicer to Mike.
No.
Oh, yeah.
When was
I got-
this, Avery?
Like
this
you wouldn't
morning, you
believe some of the comments we get.
Stop. Like what? Give me
Just-
one.
Might go through some comments. Also,
I want to know. I want to know what people are
It
saying.
took pressure off me because I was getting slagged for that.
Hang on, wait a sec. My
What do you
cousin,
mean getting the car out? What were
my
you doing?
cousins, how far are we from
the fire
from my cousins?
45 minutes.
Okay.
Courtney, can you pass Mike another bubbly? He's fresh out. You need a drink, Avery?
Yeah, you got any water?
Yeah, we got a bottle of water. These guys are parched.
Hey, Scott, I don't want to rush you, but I mean, how long? I mean,
This is,
Don't worry.
this is the thing. If
Yeah.
you're gonna go, I was gonna, because the cheap hotel's in town
Thanks,
here.
Bert.
Yeah.
So like, we can meet you on the highway in the morning. I could take Avery
you.
and Blair.
well, Avery wants to go.
I
Okay.
am done.
Okay, you're done, okay?
Stick around, I'm saying. If you want to.
I'm done,
Well, I
man.
mean, it just,
You
yeah,
not strong.
yeah.
Yeah, if you guys, you know what, it's been a long trip. I'm good.
Go
You guys wanna-
go ahead. I'm a big enough man. Go ahead and show them some of the comments. I think it's pretty funny, actually.
Okay, but it just like you said, I mean, I promised my relatives I'd show up sooner or later, and
Yeah, you know what?
I don't want to keep them up until
they
midnight.
call me
You guys alone.
Here,
Yeah,
you got
No,
go,
so
go
get-
onto it.
Sure,
Here,
you say urban lumberjack.
just go onto our YouTube channel and look at some in any of the videos that Amy's in.
Mike, read it up. Just
Okay, let's just find one.
It's quite hilarious, actually.
It is like people.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind hearing a couple.
Okay, let's just
It's
see.
funny.
Hang on. People just get so wound up.
That's what's so entertaining.
Okay,
about it,
let's
just
see.
The comments you guys get.
Before they were stars, holy shit, what happened? That's the new one?
What? Before they were stars.
I don't know.
It's always interesting reading about yourself.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's fuck. You just laugh.
Hey, we're almost at 70,000
Things you didn't know about
subscribers.
yourself that people come up with.
Oh, look, we are 64,000 away from 3 million views in less than 2
Jesus,
months.
good job.
Anyway, we're doing something right. Okay, let's pick a video. Which one were they really ragging on him?
Mark, the first Firefly one.
The first fire. Oh, right, when he was being grumpy.
What's that?
Hang on, let's see. Okay, let's go first Firefly. Okay, let's just look. Hang on, history.
We lost
You, what was it called?
City furniture sleeping.
But I mean, we just love any comments.
Yeah.
Comments.
Especially
Oh,
ones-
there's the first one. What does it say? What's the first comment say?
Avery should be nice to Mike.
Let's pause.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
Wait a sec, hang on. Let's see.
Are you mean to Mike?
Oh, fuck. Give me a break.
Give me a freaking break, he says.
Can't wait for the video when Mike and Avery are driving over the pass in the Firefly. When Mike rubbed Avery's shoulder and said, anything else I can do for your little buddy, I damn near spit my coffee out.
Oh my God.
Anyway, just some of
Listen to this,
them.
Avery?
Yeah.
It's funnier than hell.
It is funny.
Some of them are just enjoy the Coke with Avery screaming the whole way. Anyway,
There's a bunch to
Avery, are you a tough passenger over the
what
past?
was the 3-fer I sent you?
Are you? No.
Matt, what was
Hey,
the
John,
3-fer?
on there, you better fire that.
Wait a second,
guy
hang
who's
on,
gonna
hang on.
bankrupt you and wreck all your stuff. And oh
Who?
yeah,
Fire who?
me.
No.
Oh yeah.
What? Why?
Oh yeah. Remember the first of those about a half hour long there that we read out. It's hilarious.
Holy
Just
shit.
and torches come out.
Hang on, wait a sec. I sent Matt this one. I was reading the comments and there was 3 in a row hating on Avery. So I sent Matt the video and said, holy fuck, it's a 3-fer.
Why are you getting some? How come you're getting all the hate, Avery?
Where?
What's with that?
Here.
It seems like they're ganging up on you a little.
No, okay, no, but look, okay. They're that's what, read them out loud.
I need my glasses.
Please stop showing Avery his crack. Is that what it means? I would let him touch a car I was working on. That's kind of mean, Avery.
Okay, next one. There was 3 in a row. I just started laughing.
Oh no, I didn't even want to read this out loud.
Well, read it. I'm curious about it.
Sorry, but Avery gets on my nerves. I can't hardly listen to him, let alone talk, to be honest.
Keep going.
Avery,
My heart
stop.
bleeds.
No, it's
That's
just,
fuck
it's,
all.
oh, I get lots too, but I mean, it's
Avery
just,
is so annoying. Please keep him off the channel. Avery, that's it.
no, that was
It's
a
only
3.
got 3.
Well, no, the thing is,
Only
I was
3
reading
people
them.
hate you.
There was 3 in a row. That's why I just started
Avery, if
laughing.
you didn't do what you do, there would be no show.
That's
I'm telling
right.
you.
That's right.
It's true.
I mean,
though.
There's a
Awesome,
guy
amazing.
that has a bunch of cats.
Yeah.
That likes giving me grief on the restaurant.
Avery and Mike are hilarious.
That's
Avery and Mike are-
hardcore. Yeah, of
But I mean,
course.
yeah, I mean, I get lots too, like whatever.
Oh, he gets drunk to the ringer too.
But whatever. I
You
mean,
know,
it's
any
just fun.
publicity is good, but good
Yes,
or bad.
people are commenting.
Exactly.
We're getting likes, we're getting shares, we're getting comments.
Exactly.
It's going to pay.
Seems a little hardcore to me, some of those comments, but
No, that's nothing.
What's his
I
comment?
don't.
Well, I mean, sometimes, like, what did the one guy say? Oh, I bet, let that Chevelle, I mean, we did the thing of the Chevelle, the guy says,
Yeah.
I bet you that thing looks like a piece of shit underneath. Give it to a real GM guy. I says,
No.
yeah, you're right. It's got a brand new 502. It's got a brand new Tremec TKX. It's got brand new 355, 4-wheel disc brakes. It's a real piece of POS. I mean, because when are you ever going to finish a car? And I said, well, it takes 600 to 1,000 hours to finish a car. I don't know how many you've built, but I've done 50. And then, so I sent that, and then the next comment I said, thanks for the comment.
Good for you.
Just because, I mean, that's what they want. They just want to push your buttons.
Exactly. How many
And it's
comments-
really hard not to say, why don't you go? right? That's why for 5 years I never did social media.
Exactly.
When the show got big, I said,
Because you can't express yourself.
yeah, that's right.
You're not allowed.
No, so anyway,
It's so unfair.
that's right. You can get into trouble too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I don't know. I said, when he go, I was like, what's his response? So I can go, yeah, I said, well, I said, what's your response to those haters? Just right.
The morning dew is kiss the grass.
Yeah, what is your response? How do you feel about the haters, Avery?
The interesting thing about the haters is I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I do, and if they are that fucking stupid that they can't see what a person's actually doing, they're the idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
it's real simple.
You're
I'm in the process, not in the process. I hold one patent. I'm instrumental in another guy holding 5 patents that we come up with, and then my friend holds 5 patents that we both worked on.
Nice.
I helped them put together about a $2.5 million drilling rig that we both fucking designed over a coffee table, and I drove it all the way down to Casamine. Like I know where I stand. I'm all right with myself.
I
But
find
it still irritates the shit out of you when you read something and you know it's just. So what do? You just suck it up. I mean, I should just quit reading them all.
Well,
But usually most of them are positive and funny, and some of them you just laugh.
Here's a good question. With the thousands of comments you get, how do you pick which one you want to reply to?
Well, the ones that make me laugh and that actually ask a question, or Blair answers quite a bit too on the technical side.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, why did Mike's car run out of gas?
Yeah.
Because he's an idiot.
Isn't it moron?
You gotta go.
I thought it was
And
moron.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Yeah.
And for me, for the negative comments, what I do, you'll see in one of the latest videos, is that I will hunt you down and I will come find you like I did with Jerry.
Down in Miami.
2037
Are
in
you
Florida.
serious? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was funny. He went all the way to Florida. He was in Florida, went to hunt down some guy, went right to his house.
And then they came
Stop.
and then
Yes,
we did a
right.
video. Then we did a
my
video
God.
conference with me, him, and Matt. It was pretty hilarious. There's an old guy in a wheelchair, basically.
Stop.
Turn it
Slagging.
into a joke thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
coming-
Yeah,
it's coming
yeah.
out this week.
Yeah, it's coming.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Just to make it's just a
Oh, yeah, of course.
So hey,
You
are we
are
going
in
to
no
eat or
way
not?
possible gonna keep all of the population happy.
No.
How many viewers do you have?
Well-
You got 350,000 viewers? If there's 6 guys slagging me, that means I got 6 out of. I got
Yes.
300. I
Yeah.
got 299,000 people that actually like me. There's 3 that don't. It's not bad.
It's not a big deal.
that's right.
You know what? There's no show with no drama.
No.
If you don't got haters,
Yeah.
it's not.
That's right.
Nobody wants to.
I mean, at least you are eliciting a response from your audience. Whether it's positive
Exactly.
or negative, you've still done some that make them sit down and type
Exactly.
something.
Hey, my friend.
so negative is not always a bad thing.
My new-
Because it means they're watching your show.
Yes.
Even the haters are watching your show.
My newfound friend Vince Guzzo, hey, we're talking about haters. He goes, "Oh, they're good." He says they're good. It's good to have haters. They get good response. They get people looking at you and wanting to see what happens next.
Yeah,
He says
exactly.
it's good. They bring it on. He says it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vince.
If there's a better word for jealousy, I would use it, but it's more people. Sometimes people hate success
Yeah.
when it's not in their own life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you get a lot of that too. People looking at you, go, I wish I was doing that. And then instead of giving you some positive feedback, it's easier for them to
Yeah,
have.
but like I said, I mean, we just do what we do. People watch, they don't watch. But I mean, 3 million people in 6 weeks have watched.
Well,
We're doing something right.
Exactly. If there's no Mike, there's no Avery, there's no show.
Yeah,
No one's watching.
that's
So
right.
there's obviously
Yeah.
something that's going on.
It's like
that's-
Laurel and Hardy, Dumb and Dumber.
Exactly. It's a perfect concoction.
Yes.
It really
Mutt
is.
and Jeff.
It's mutton.
Hey, you wait till you see the new one where he beats me with a garbage can and jumps on my fucking glasses and breaks
Is
them.
that real?
He bad.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see
That
that.
one's coming.
I don't know if it's on there or not. And then he
Yeah,
tries
yeah, it is.
killing me on a zip line. You ever tried to kill me on a zip line? Your homemade zip line?
on TV yet.
No. Hey,
Where are all these zipline episodes and all this fun
it's
stuff?
coming. They made me go back and forth about 8 times until the last time the guy had to drag me up. I couldn't pull myself up. Anyway.
I was in the middle of it.
I'm going live for your wrap up, just FYI.
Okay.
Just let us, I'm gonna let us go on. Go ahead.
All right,
so
so,
what-
here we are. We're at the tail end of our visit here with our friends from Rustbros. Mike and Avery are wrapping up their first stop here tonight in Silver Lake. On the way to Motorama, sponsored by eBay Motorsports. That's their next stop on the way to Toronto. They might make a couple stops on the way, but it's been a great visit. We learned a lot about these fun guys tonight. And yeah, Herbal Lumberjack collaborating with Rustbros is a real honor. It's a lot of fun. These guys are awesome. Watch their channel. We got, what's our channel, Avery? The Avery Shoaf Show?
Yeah.
The what?
Avery Shoaf Show.
Rust Bros official.
Rustbros official. Make sure you guys watch that. The YouTube channel. It's a lot of fun. It's been great hanging out with these guys. So,
And remember, if it's got roots, this guy's got the answer.
Urban Lumberjack.
Put it there, my friend.
There we go.
Hey, thanks a lot, you guys.
You
Are
bet.
appreciate it.
Thank
And in
you.
the great words of Mike, what's our famous last words?
Who cares?
Those that have should give, peace, love, and joy.
Exactly. Thanks, guys.
And remember, try and save the planet one tree at a time.
One tree at a time. That's right.
Thanks, guys.
And my urban lumberjack is in what towns?
Urban Lumberjack, Sylvan Lake, Alberta, working all over central Alberta.
All over.
Number one rated tree
Trees.
topper in Central Alberta. Check out the reviews.
Absolutely. We appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right.